If you go to or to establish to me that, look, I found this and that and that. I'm sensitive.
Did you offend him personally while in government? Anything you know?
No, I don't remember doing it.
Do you regret withdrawing his diplomatic courtesies?
You don't know what he did to me?
Tell us.
Please, let's go into that.
No,
we are into
so
Christmas.
Was it payback time?
Not payback, but I was the sitting head of state. He was former. And the sitting, in a way, personifies the states. When you go out to some foreign land to describe your sitting head of state, incompetent, disgrace to the nation, and that sort of thing. Suppose it were his time, you think we could say that about him and come back to Ghana? From what we all know. So that was what I said, look. And it was not as if I went out to do anything. He came after such a trip, blurting out all these things, to ask that courtesies be extended. So I said no. When you use the word courtesy, you should know that it's give and take. Next time, we withdraw so you don't do it again. That's what I thought.
So no regrets at all doing that?
No.
When offered the opportunity, would you want...
So you don't do it again. That's what I thought.
So no regrets at all doing that?
No.
When offered...
That's what I thought.
So no regrets at all doing that?
No.
When offered the opportunity, would you want to ask him what you...
That's what I thought.
So no regrets at all doing that?
No. That's what I thought.
So no regrets at all doing that?
No.
When...
That's what I thought.
So no regrets at all doing that?
No. That's what I thought.
So no regrets at all doing that?
No.
Yes, Rory say woo.
Your mama nekunu. Hey, your mama welcome Rory. Whoa, would you pay to me? Whoa, we be good to Sakuko. Why welcome at me? Welcome at
Mr. Tadi, omu mani
Jimmy, Naomi Anuko. Yay, your mama san 12 dear your mama Kumu Rollins. Your mama was Santini way. Rollins say woo Asatini. Your mama Chayena one kuso. Rollins say why?
Yes, Rory say woo.
Your mama nekunu. Hey, your mama welcome Rollins. Whoa, would you pay to me? Whoa, we be good to Sakuko. Why welcome at me? Welcome at
Mr. Tadi, omu mani
Jimmy, Naomi Anuko. Yay, your mama san 12 dear your mama Kumu Rollins. Your mama was Santini way. Rollins say woo Asatini. Your mama Chayena one kuso. Rollins say why?
Yes, Rory say woo.
Your mama nekunu. Hey, your mama welcome Rollins. Whoa, would you pay to me? Whoa, we be good to Sakuko. Why welcome at me? Welcome at
Mr. Tadi, omu mani
Jimmy, Naomi Anuko. Yay, your mama san 12 dear your mama Kumu Rollins. Your mama was Santini way. Rollins say woo Asatini. Your mama Chayena one kuso. Rollins say why?
Na tanfo nyami. Atanfo nyami. Mi enyala je numojibo. Onyami ogbe kokoko. Na tanfo nyami ko tanfo yo tanfo. Atanfo nyami. Mi enyala je numojibo. Onyami ogbe kokoko. Kajo gbe mi ni go. Wo hu ba gboko. Kajo gbe mi ni go. Wo hu ba gboko. Atehun agbeje, nalohun agbeje. Me wonje mi ogbe kokoko. Na tanfo nyami go tanfo yo tanfo. Tanfo nyami. Mi ejala je numojibo. Onyami ogbe kokoko. Na tanfo nyami go tanfo yo tanfo. Tanfo nyami. Mi Anyami kajo gbe mi ni bo. Kajo gbe mi ni bo. Bo o ma gbogbo. Ase u ma gbeje. Ma lo u ma gbeje. Le wonye mi o gbe kokoko.
Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail. Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world. Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail. Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail.
No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law.
Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail. Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail.
You have the right to jail. If you even overwatch, you go to jail. Overshow we no one really but dum. You bet chow. Me say, oh now Beshame, no one go out run to you'll be blocked, right to jail. You're never to jail. As simple. All right, thank you very much for being part of tonight's show. My name is Kevin Akobedi Taylor. It's exactly 4:19 p.m. US East Coast time. We are streaming on our platforms. We are live on TV. We are live on radio. We are live on YouTube. We are streaming live on Facebook, and also we are live on TikTok. Tonight, you can watch this show live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV across Africa. If you have a digital TV too, you can also search for Loud Silence TV. You can be part of tonight's show. We're streaming live on radio tonight. If you have an Android device, just download Loud Silence Radio. You can be part of tonight's show. We're also live on iOS or on Apple tonight. If you're working, maybe you're driving, you can have the time to watch the screen. You can listen to the show live through your set. We're also streaming live on TikTok tonight. On TikTok, our official name on TikTok is Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. We are also live tonight on Facebook. With All Due Respect is our Facebook page. You can go straight to that page, follow the page. Every single day we come live, you can be part of the show. We're also streaming live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Our YouTube platform is blazing tonight. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are blazing all over the place. We are on TV, radio, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. This is the most important, most watched, most educative, informative platform on the planet right now. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. Tonight, the law is our caption of the day. We will be discussing issues pertaining from arrest of criminals in Ghana who believe that their NPP can help them evade justice. And it's very, very important that if you're a Ghanaian watching me tonight, there are laws governing the nation and you have every right and responsibility to live within those laws. If you decide to live beyond the laws or decide to take the law into your own hands, the law will clamp you down. And that is what we need to understand as a people. Tonight, we'll be discussing so many issues. We'll be talking about people who have been arrested. We will delve into the Chairman Wontumi issue. Nana Dankweku Fuad will be featuring tonight. Baumia will be featuring tonight. As usual, Yepa Pakofor, political criminal, will be featuring tonight. Jogate is in here. MPP petition issue will be discussed. Insults, very, very important. We're talking about insult, criticism, defamation, threats, and also what we call the comparison between all these three. We will try and educate people on that. We'll also be talking about the Peace Council. They've really released a statement on what the happenings in Ghana recently. Parliament resumed today. We will discuss what's going on in Parliament. Wuntumi's case, we have something on it tonight. NPP, Mahmoud Bawumia Trade Ministry, Skytrain case in court. So many things happening in Ghana. Today, we will do our best to elaborate, break issues down for you, the ordinary Ghanaian watching me tonight across the world in Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, to have a clear understanding of what is happening in Ghana. Enyumbre, nyame enshaw se waje pene se wonemi ebedi dwumade we medin e de Kevin Ekobedu Taylor me na medi dwumade wo chia me omo mo hwe me efi wiasa fa nyina me mamache me mamadwo me mam edien eye yakọ muso a sebio mahwere nipa bi a mo yeye muso a sebio moti asamda enyumbre boni agye no dwumade we ni dwumade a wanti a na ese unim de ekọ adekodie nti amanfo eni sign ne se de osoro integrache no na sebio na amanfo eni sano inti integrache ene yesoa ene yeso integrache eni nti nipa bebre integrache ene yesoa inti de osoro integrache no de bia so amanfo eni di ne che inti uhu senkofo di mechi na obi aka masma integrache ene soa me de osoro integrache no odo na sebio onima somche nti edwumbre ye bedwum ama Ghana for ehunu kure no medin ya de Kevin Taylor me na medi dwumade onchia me omo bo mechi dom from the Goat Team insem de call Paulo call Pele eno na me betena se edwum de enkrata ene sebio eye inginaso akyerɛw de ma dwumade we sebio nipa dodo no ehwe me fiti enkwara kosi mpanifo no nyina ne se metena se a membo misrem na menkasa enye tribe ntina mete ha enye political party bi ntina mete ha no kura me de be son nipa bi momo se Ghana na yenya na na enye nipa ko bi ana ejimifo bi o madwene yo mo se Ghana na yo mo de adabi. My job here is to make sure Ghana ni bia no ate asem na se ehunu kure no e ma ye de akyekyere eye oman na sebio yatimu no sebio atro intinema obi te say comfort say J.A. ebedi president of Ghana ka ye kan no kure e kyerɛkyerɛ ye nchirimba no de na sebio ɛwɔ hɔ a anka J.A. mu saa no komuntumi emedi Ghana so da eye atro intina na nado danko kufuado akyekyedeɛ no enso bitum bedi president a obenum wi bedi nkwase asem for 8 years yentumi anye bibia obo nipa eku nipa sebio election time eku omtotwene ye no sansem we intina yaje apene se yebetena ha yebedwudwum atro entina obi te se abozege eye ba omi a ne ti se koliko onka no kura otwatro yemane bedi vice president odi atro for the past 8 to 12 years odi atro ama Ghana yesika sem nyina seye enye atro a kabaomia ne tise koliko ka ontumi embenya vice president Krampondi nti atro no na yempese beba biem ye onipa bi wo Ghana ye onipa bi kan ho a o ma madwene se ye wo mo eto ho nye a yete otwen bi ni to wo hwenim no atro na omu di eni ehihan omu hanhan omu ni omu debia no omadwene yo mu se sebio omu de omu nim nyansa chen obia eni nti na yete a de yete no dwuma de na simple yem ma obi emfa ne nton yemma obi emfa edin bia yede frɛ no yemma obi emfa bebi ofri embetena ho entu futuro ngu Ghana fo ani eno de mempene mo indi se munye ready se mo bebre mo ho ase a ende de bia mo behu me nyanko bebia me ginem till 82 it will say ekwan no wa mo bebre so bewu ansa na bewu it the fact no or some gitum adekudie ntia ama nipa bebre ebo medin ende untumi so radio TV ana onko internet so abra won't say yebomidi. No NPP communicator or even an executive of the NPP can speak for 1 minute without mentioning my name. It is because of the diligent job we've been doing all these years. It's because we understand say I was say I didn't know kre eka edwuma die no ho. I was say a manipa ehu de eko eni say ye de enton eni say ye de atro eni say sebio ye boy esrem eka nsem edada nipa bi efri say nipa bi trimu no say onya NPP ni a wonya nipa dabi saa de ne ye twam. And into a man for be air breno. Into my catcher Ghana for so pesa utuma dear so say mean to me air handle and as a mean to me ma Ghana for who no crena a child in Ukraine to me. Now so why you say Cassa gay and into mudia and ko baby because be brabako BBNC into Udia no aka a year the day I can some chimidi matama and Sasani Pana Americano. I want to say something. And I think say maybe MPP for any huye me eko bedu ametia. My target is not any so-called intellectuals. No, fuck intellectuals. My target is Mamena Oti Asenkrigwe Krasano. Those people are my target. I don't fucking care about any intellectual in Ghana or out of Ghana. The people I, Kevin Taylor, I reach, I talk to, who understand me, Omabejiatum say MPP and Kwasia for party no, Omo Mumbu Omo Krasna, Bujin Sabubetum catch them say, JJ Rollins be Kuyanana, JJ Rollins be Junsogu yeso, and NPP, NDC for the Omo and tough for, Omo Yawana for, NDC for your crop for. Those are my people, and those are the people who decide who becomes president. And it's a onte sadi and asia, Obe Kwasia Kopinsobu. I am not here to please any foolish intellectual in Ghana. I am here to please that Ghanaian na mojin samoten crying. Kwasi afo muti TV so mobetumi twa omotro na mudi omusika ewi omo aka chom so mudi omajimi mu wi na mo use a word a friend them ordinary I no mo use word be ordinary yeah word or ordinary Ghanaian or your ordinary Ghanaian. My target is the ordinary Ghanaian. The otombo kono de sebio oye mesinu no de mumbuni so onte brofo no de modwen se wagimi motenkanti ono de onim de ekono de modwen se makosua nkwase abrofo binti mobetuma aka da omo ewi omusika no de modwen se na mobetumi de atrada da omo in the name say we ye lawyer or ye MPP ni or ye asantini we de or ye doctor na mo de be da omo nkwase afo be de omo so. Those are my target. Those people are the people I speak to. Those are the people I reach. Yena nanom, yema menom, yenuanom, omo tuaba esesa ban. It's more pay intellectuals, no. Go and speak 100% English and speak to the intellectuals. Omo chemo emwa. I control and I'll control forever because Ghana for na abeti de me na se. Ghana for no abeti jumadi na midina se. We are a gospel. And none of you guys can stop what we are doing. You see, I don't need to be in tenure, maybe I say. We become equal before the law. We have access to information. You have Ghana for you obintina baby boom fia near to Chroma and Akwasi and paying we catch say the certificate ira nanado dan kwekufuado ye musasem. Near to Ghana, and Akwasi and Penny Webeka say the certificate also the course could call a lawyer no Ira. And I Kwasi form maybe sorry say where dear your penno, where dear MPP ni, where dear Sapunchini, where dear Niano, where dear Beya mana be the president, and yet now who me and one among the Kwasi and Penny will be the president. Near to Ghana, your Busako is on for the certificate in Betray. Yana nan mutin room. Omni certificate. Ya papa no mutim grase, omni certificate. Yesi boy, wona akwa abrochire kosua de. Fa wo certificate be che o ka kire sa ira kwasiafo. Most so sa agove we so. Sa agove we na no so nsuo so sa ma no be di president of Ghana 8 years. And amotena Ghana radio so ni TV so. E ka kire se we ene onyame doba na sebio we yi na maye. Sa no we Jimmy Chamber de. Oh my God. Kevin Taylor did yatam. Ya be chiro, ya be power. We 42 years, I'm going Akwawe, Nanado Dankwe Kufuado, Ebetina Kruma, Risk Contemporary, no, we be our Benumbi. we bia obanum bi onye akoto efriye efriye akoto we bia ye beton organa bia na kwasi ampanyi wonum wi na yete ha Ekufuado wonnim no wako school na adwene bie hwe certificate wey oya lawyer kwasi ampanyi we be di president ne hwa sente kwasi asam wentuma anya de papa bia organa one na yire ne mba be wi ayetem the same thing amode Kufuor be si yeso Mosa group of people na mote Ghana my lucky kura say yanche Ghana mo enyim mfrim and I'm going to Kufuor by oh, you have a pack of 4 Munnimuno, where the Berman and Yapocha is a Sasco fan. Way, bien wa bing, the Bussian for Santifo Sika with Fie, Kufuor to Africa, and I'm going to buy. Or better Ghana no Kofani, Nempena, Iraqini, and obey an advisor to the finance minister and Kwasia Fomba, Muntumanka, Yasu so moso. Intinan Kendeno, mo promontuma kankan, Munanki in ID, my bodam. Now, would you say, mo promontuma kankan, na yin ID, Yananom. Yes, wanom tetefo na omuhu musamu ye nipa na ye ne hu musao ye hu musamu ye nkofie muni mu nkofie ye nananom tetefo na nanom hu mu mo kasa mo kwase akasa na mo de hyehyɛ nipa so no omo na hu musamu ye nyansafo ye ne hu musamu ye nkofie muni mu nkofie de mo bo bayerefuo de mo ye mbumu posamu ye nipa because mo mududo no mo agimi ene ntina kwa we betum be di president kan wo de na men kan me de Yatiti Kroma, Mudi din kwasia some sayanka bibia. Mosore anama kwase sankwasia fo begu yeso. We die ye, we die nimuno. Ye ne ede ne ba, ye de twa efuruma akwa we ni certificate we. Yada wuti Kroma ma akwa for ni certificate mba, ne friend ex president nkwasia samsa. Nkwasia samsa. Eno moto so nkwasia samso. So mudi otwe bini ni wi a, monkwara bre mudi jimia na mudi anyini. Mumpesa mo betim adwene fi otwene bini ho na mo hu ade reality the way it looks we de enyo hene asema we de ye party asem sa jimina na mo bi mudi anyini they say mo fufu ataban mmoa ye betwetwa ni nyina. This country is going to get to that point where obi ahunani o obi asantini o obi akroboni o obi afrafrani o obi dagatini o they will have every right to speak their mind irrespective of where they are coming from. So obi enkremoni o obi e kristoni o obi ko mozama kristo dien church obi e dien everybody will be seen equally. Saade na ye fi on dey mo ya no kwasiafo. Saade na we are taking away from you and we have taken it. And the Ghana na etno hini bia nsen obia region bia nsen obia penyini bia nsen obia akora bia nsen obia we are all equal before the law. Inti yem penema enkwasiakuo bi nyam adwene se ye de ye kasa e wo so bia ye di mabodam me ya ahunani ba eyemfantini ba me makwasiam panyi bia mfri Ghana betete ahunani wo Ghana e betete mfantini en tete asantini tete kowni. We have to make sure we are all equal before the law. Inti wonti asia fa ujimi koda say ya mamu space mamo enjimi mu ho a then you start to do your foolishness. Mo MPP no se mo asem papa bi ka kire Ghana fo a monko yi ba omia na why se bini no na monko te no ho na Ghana fo hu se ba omia nya kromfo. That is what you need to do. You people should pick that baomia who looks like a KVIP something. Na monko cleaning up se onye otrofo na mo te Ghana nkwasiafo mo twa mo fori ataba enti ye jimi nti ye remfi bibia ne ensantam to be ma ntwam what is mo foolish incarnate of foolish people. Mami nche ni pani afanyisha so mumuza akwezo fan certificate mran kwasiafo mi di matama na mi nyini mo mi di matama na onyame hira me mo because ade na me ye na onyame na de esimi so esima pempem eye onyame na de esimi so se memra na memema Ghana no sebio obi oye dagatini frafrani kroboni sebio mamprusini eyam kusasini eyam fantini te seme awunani enso ebenya voice. That is what we do here in the 30 years ano. Most of you foolish tribal bigots, stupid incarnates like you people, you don't have space in our political and social lives. Osamobre kwasi afomo betena TV so ordinary Ghanaian na ejimi 47 na mu bu Ghana for faso ordinary Ghanaian the ordinary Ghanaian na maka bibia to nkofo bitrim ye de kasa no anano ye de enim kasa ye ne ebube nwan ubube kwasi ampe mu government certificate mra na mo ankasa munim nyansa se MPP fo a se munim nyansa anka betena into dia mu ye nyina end game ne sen end game ne se 2028 ye nyina nsa nsoro nkoto abamamo emmoa Na momfa tumi ni nya den. Momfa tumi ne empepa moto emmoa. Mo de tumi ye den. Momo de ne se monkodi hene. MPP for yeah. Mo de ne se mokodi abusua panyini. Oh yetu akonwa we akwahye ho. Oh abusua panyini we ewu eye we aba. Ebia eyi adwasa papa ewi. Mo MPP for my say akata for. Akata ni betuma ko school akodu Yesu still akata Jimmy ni wom. Sa na maye mo hu eyiye na mo hu funu a na mo MPP my say nwan. Mo MPP my say akata for. Mo my say akata for. I rather go make go say everything. Mo Jimmy too.
I will sack you. Sack me. Sack me. It's too much. Every day they sack. Still, I'm standing here. Sack me. If you sack me, I'll go my hometown. And make the trial. I mean, who never gets a misconfrontation? Nonsense, man. Oh, to bull. Bull, man. That very one was. I don't want to cast out and say, "Me now, but for." And you, my me. I the guy you down. I will sack you. Sack me. Sack me. It's too much. Every day they sack. Still, I'm standing here. Sack me. If you sack me, I'll go my hometown. And make the trial. I mean, who never gets a misconfrontation? Nonsense, man. Oh, to bull. Bull, man. That very one was. I don't want to cast out and say, "Me now, but for." And you, my me. I the guy you down.
MPP for mo Jimmy say akata for mo life is akata for. E kire mo hu funu. The more you good at is yakosie we ye de we ni papa nie yankoku funu ho yanko penti da ho nyeye mo MPP for Jimmy isuba ade papa bia na free mu ba de na free mu aba ye kasa mo ma yen kasa mo a mo kasa ma MPP no. Oh, there's one thing they are all running away from. Me echo I say I like the NDC ideology no the tea party, even though me a MPP full member, card bearing member and a dues paying member. But I like the ideology behind the NDC. All those foolish people talking and pretending as if someone almost said they are not bold to say me MPP ni or me Kasama MPP. They can't. You know why? They can't because say MPP ne Jimmy. They don't want to be associated with the MPP. Inti ometna TV so, ometna radio so, oma social media. You can see they are fighting, but you ask them what's the end game? Obviously the MPP ba power ana. You see, me say NDC tina power 42 years. That is what I've said. But what about you? Can you boldly say, I am doing this because I want NPP to come back to power? Because they know, people know they are tribalistic. People know they are liars. People know they are thieves. People know what they are doing is out of tribalism. Into every day, they are not able to take a stand to say, make us our TV so, make us our radio so, me person MPP ba power. They cannot make that statement. Why? Because they know they are living with shit. What's here for? I am bold every single day on my platform to tell Ghana for I am here. I want to protect the ideology, said the MDC, because a buanipa. I want the NDC to stay in power for 42 years, even though I am an NPP member. Can you say so? The same? You can't. You can't because you are liars. You are akurifo. You are sansafo. But they be say the pay Jimmy. You want to play on the conscience. And it sometimes, I am a movie. Muhu a tribe be say obi Jimmy. We will put everybody on a level. Yenina will see obia equally. Obia, nobody's going to underestimate anyone in Ghana. That is my job. And right now, recently, me call Ghana, they me say, in Kophobia na first, a man for be sure, they say, I want to be sure, right now, nobody is strong in Ghana. Obia nya bema or Ghana, obia ni power or Ghana. Yenina coming together, we form the power. And that is my job. And my job is to make sure, obia when I been say, obey intimidate Ghana, whether tribe, religion, politics, I'm not going to agree. Now, all say it's a conversation, you're spreading out. People are able to speak their mind. People are able to make their case. You see, also they are very uncomfortable. Every day, be no obitan otumfo. Every day, be obitan asante kwasia. Every day, be obitan otumfo. Every day, obitan asante. They cannot speak on the issues. You know why? It is because they are born liars. Jay Kufo. Yɛnyina ni bɔne akofo abɛdi. Yɛakyerɛ evidence, yɛakyerɛ documentations. Nobody has been able to come to disprove those documentations. You know why? Because they know Kofo is a liar. He's a criminal. He's a political criminal. Or you would for. And then we sit here and we want to entertain this kind of yefrihanti yakasa yentie moa. Ufrihanti yankasa yentie no bi fria dia onye nipa. Ufriha into kasa yentie na asemesi de ofriha o kasa ma me yentie emmoa. You used to say NDC for yentafo NDC for do go school party amuko school chairman wuntimi na ebedi mu so enwan party amuka brofo party amu intellectuals party amunim akenkan e read ti ase chairman wuntimi na ebedi mu so as national chairman enkwasiafo ma ana mu refi mu ho ana mu refi bebia mu free ba ana mu refi mu ase. The foolish masses. You are the reincarnation of foolish masses. JB Dankwa kachire mo MPP for. Or see the foolish masses who vote for the MPP because they are stupidly ignorant. And it is showing. Anytime I make people know where I belong and what I am focused on. Me say, I like the ideology, philosophy of the NDC. It is a social, political party. They want Nipana Muti Krumno and be here. I am not going to follow any property amassing stupid ideology. No. Even though me MPP, I believe that at this point, the NDC needs to lead. Why can't you do the same? Ejamanfo mma ene mumema kwasiafo mo sorry a sana moye from 1992 JA Kufuor mo yesa keka nipa wonsam etwitwa atro ya wo mo pe ne a want to binim na mo adwena se a confirm bini na mo keka nkwasiasem we kunya maame we kunya papa we ye say we de antiase na wonim nipa we akọ ni certificate we kwasiafo mujebi dangwa. We are cleaning the system. Miracle. Makache Ghana for. The reason why I like this job is that I sit here with a clear conscience. And that clear conscience, it's able to help me navigate to see Ghana form. When I sit here, I am bold. And I am precise on the things I want to put across. This is not ending today. Until say you betu the last person or you tribalistic or you Jimmy Foba, until you make MPP negu na ya tifofro. It's the MPP na 3. A whole political party of intellectuals. Muni chairman, munya muama. This is the time you need to sit and explain to Ghana for akwa we no need certificate obedi so o Jimmy. There's a time for you people to explain to Ghana for Mahmoud Baomi anya trufo. They na okay nyina no sebio o Jimmy but ebia obetima ye or the petrol could do 23 or the dollar could do 17. This is the time for you people to let Ghanaians believe Baomi nipa. Now onye robot from China. This is the time for you people to explain. Show Ghanaians say sa MPP no anya tribal party etini menhia. This is the time for you people to let us know. Say J.A. Kufuor, or a vindictive, or a wicked man who basically used power against his own people. This is what you need to do. This is your job. That is not my job. My job was to clean John Mahama and the NDC to bring them to power, to lead Ghana for 42 years. Your job is to make sure John Mahama and the NDC are out of power. My job is to keep them in power. And to me, my paki basino. My paki basino, I am ma. It is a, if you don't do the job here, don't blame anybody and say, Kevin Taylor can say, Kevin Taylor can say, now most of Kevin Taylor, I'm a blogger. Most Kevin Taylor, I'm in the studio. Most Kevin Taylor, I'm not relevant. And so most sorry, Kevin Taylor. It means I control the party. And I will tell you people what figure Mahamudu Bawumia will get in 2028. I will tell you. I will tell you people the exact figure Bawumia will get in 2028 elections. Because nothing is going to happen for him. I control. I will manage you people. And every single day, I will delete and upload. Nothing can change. That is why I control your party. MPP communicated anymore $1,000. $1,000, $1,500. No blogger MPP ni be any to me platform with nobody. God gave it to me. Or say I call J, they save Ghana. Nobody. I control, and it's out of hard work. It's not that I'm being arrogant. It is out of hard work. It is all per se. People should recognize you are. That's all per se the party about power. Mama Mohobeye the next 42 years. Now, good evening to Obia Oshebe Nyumbre. The certificate in a way. Aqua with the certificate in a way. Kwasiafo. Party of Intellectuals chairman. Wuntu nebedimu national chairman. Kwasiafo. Party of Intellectuals. Yene yako school. Yene tumi kinkai. Yene tumi kwasiafo. Wuntu nebedimu national chairman. Mwejimi. Empenifoni party nim. It is our party of intellectuals na efrehe. Won't me cannot read and write. Into party of intellectuals na efrehe. Oh, some Jimmy. A party power as we speak. You don't have a national chairman. Na sad will be but dear no I say. Yeah, the wound to me. Why Jimmy? It's one kasana mo bekasa ana mo dwene ho. I should not be your topic. I'm being very honest. Let me give you people free advice. Kevin Taylor should never be your topic. When I wanted to help, when I wanted to help to bring the NDC to power, what I did was my focus was on the NDC. My focus was to let people know who John Dramani Mahama is. My focus was to let people know the achievement of the NDC. My focus was to educate Ghanaians to understand party that is tribalistic and party that is in to serve. My focus was to let Ghanaians understand, say, yen to me fa we emu ye ntafo we emu ye nkranfo we emu ye krobofo enchechreman. So I was able to do that job. Can you do it? You can't. So if I am your topic now, that means your party is a fucked up party. You have no direction. We need focus. You cannot change any mind. You are tickling your stupid selves, believing say you are doing something. You are doing nothing. Because all the things you people are doing on radio and TV and social media, it is about me. And if it's about me, it means I can still carve another niche for another NDC president to take over. I am your topic there. Then it means Muomechi, and I'm still creating a new room for NDC to rule for long until I can give you a new president. And I will. In the name of Allah, the omnipotent, Allah the merciful, Allah the gracious, who has given me this favor, I will give you another president, and nobody can change it. Nobody in Ghana. Out of Ghana, in Ghana, Allah has said it. I will give Ghana a new president that will rule perfectly. What do you say that form? What do you mean? $1,000 for? Munim de akwa gamo mumu brodro no. Now, let me say it's exactly 4:48, 8:48 in Ghana. Good evening to Sandy. Good evening to Sandy. Sandy Adam for macho man be a minimum or Corolla. Corolla di nyina no. Sa Corolla no or tinted. Ade papa be a nim but or tinted Corolla. A nice one we grey. And sa macho man no anka or Pakistan and cotton phones but Ghana nti wabonti I say Ghana di agene tum. It's a good evening to Sandy. E we no frame no ka so Sandy say bonidin. Hey, macho no. Agwawe Otanic or Corolla be Otrema na say I send more du chen Corolla no into opaka hokrapo and here akoto gatim. Hey macho no. Sandy, yes, good evening to Sandy, good evening to Jemima Thompson, good evening to Lamteni Odate Abdul Samed, good evening to you this evening. Also Kwame Sly is watching me tonight. Benedict is live here on TikTok, no. Good evening to Ekuya ya ono ene the class prefect TikTok. And what TikTok biano or class prefect Ekuya ya she can decide to say be you with him and I say you won't film. Also Emmanuel Tete is live on TikTok tonight. Grace Wynn is live on TikTok. Stranger is watching me tonight on TikTok. Obisu to say Claude watching me this evening. David Saha watching me tonight. Carter is here. Omario is watching me live on TikTok this evening. Gifton Agri is watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost team. I can also see DJ Apuzo watching me tonight. DW, DYWK, God, something. You two are watching me. Gentle Boy is live here on TikTok. Papa Autry Jr. is watching me this evening. Iron Lady is live here. Also, DJ Hootie is live. Naziru live on TikTok this evening. On YouTube and Facebook, Mihu Kwame Atokasa watching me this evening. Kojo is live here. Lamte is back again. Abdul Samed is watching me. Mihu Obiso Etese Apia King George watching me this evening. Ebenezer is live here. Also, Agakpeli is live. Hazia is watching me this evening. Every single person watching me tonight, I'd like to say welcome to the most authoritative, most listened to platform on the planet right now. Now, I need to take care of some few things quick. Me usama mi we asani video. Yeah, there I go. Mudio mojimi yo.
Me pese me hu Calvin Taylor mam. Me say ya wo na ewo me mu no be bo no dua. Me de be fasirem. Me fasirem na anya yi a me de be kwa ayigbe. Ayigbe anya yi a me de be ko Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso anya yi a me de be ko Abidjan. Eho anya yi a me be ko Benin. Eho Benin anya yi a me be ko Togo. Me pese me hu Calvin Taylor mam. Me say ya wo na ewo me mu no be bo no dua. Me de be fasirem na anya yi a me de be ko ayigbe. Ayigbe anya yi a me de be ko Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso anya yi a me de be ko Abidjan. Eho anya yi a me be ko Benin. Eho Benin anya yi a me be ko Togo.
I catch them sa ma me friend Fati. Hajia nem fatano. Because she's a disgrace to the word Hajia. I couldn't tell me because a disgrace to the word Hajia say incrimoni papa bia or den mama sifom et some onyankopon eya Allah no san kwasi aka say we onka. Enti ultimately say she has already been cursed or no abon hu dua no to. And Hajia dabi Fati. So person bom dua ko Samira ba omi an ko busa ne say. Ko busa ne say papa na okọ no ho na papa ne bubugu dem no. On kire papa ne ho. Na Togo ne Ivory Coast ne okura won share any directions ah. Omuso omagimi me say obeso bom dia kura menka ye no dem ubo wia na msoma bom de asia wo mabodam ubodua wo ye nkremoni o kasa sa jantreni wo ye nkremoni a wako hajj wako edin mom akobo from abompa ya sre boniface at your age o da nguti TV so bobodua na ajese msro duabo me say bo di nka ko Samira ho na ka say duro no course oni afenyo marking course so mukokumi no on kire o duro no so wa bodam na ntoju so ka say o pe mama ayi den o pe mama ayi de so e den e na oni meduro bo e wona bo se mama o e den chen kwase aba odi nkwase asem ye na edi nkwase asem kire mu a na ma fe moto bomba omba no mugu national security no blue gate won ne national security no from where no mo mebo no bodua no en kwasi asem sa mami we NDC time na MPP time no obo journalist for asum mami we ni who fin sa pofi and these are the people yes we di pagina tem obi a we hajia waso maka akobom paye onyo twen we jimi ankasa. I'm even ashamed to say amanfo bi o mano fra so we hajia and I want to osum na se. You are a disgrace to the Islamic religion. I'm telling you. In Kremoniba, when you are fit to sell chain. Now with the TV, so make bow dia, mekwaha. You are a disgrace to Islam. A dirty woman. A very dirty woman. You are a disgrace to the Islamic religion. And in Penifo one Kremos also befro, Mr. Bodiano, what their men can want them. I want you to do it. Try na shadie. And I just memoir. Try your body na shadie. Ni anhwe de ye be popo first try and see. Kwasi asem nko na mrete Ghana wenum tantan se wacha bomu kwasi akeka. Wenum black. O pa me ma me hu no. O bodam. O ho basa se efie kuma banche, efie kuma for sorry. Enkwara sem we ya na ekoso o kwaka peso di pagina tem. O to kan o to kan se sala cow. Motete Ghana ha munsue nyansa enkyere mbebunu no de oso mo ye wonfa mo nya mo nyini na mo jimi entafo mo MPP mu de bi on person mo impress MPP accentfo ne akamfo tani aboa unimu krom tani aboa MPP entafo no mo gum no o ma yese nwan de o mo ya ne se yembo ye bra na accentfo ne mpa ya asem odwan at your age enche obewu na ote okeka nkwase asem me na obom dia me se try ne hwe ko busa Samira first ba wo mi ayere no ko ne ko busa no obusa no yo no chese papa na oye duro no ma no papa na obu agu de on fa onko no ho buju samu na mu ne duro on ututum se kokuo na wei me penkremoni abuna me hu hajia papa me hu me penkremoni papa abuna me hu wo fati wano tantan se selection original Kevin Taylor mame o de mame bo na me beso be kan ho asempo hyedem na bo edan na be hyema bo no be wu adem kwasiafo we na yem penifo mu de MPP anim no Oh, fees if you come up banchi. If you come up for sorry. Say if you come up banchi no, a organic into mutua add a fee and then I'll corona the one piece. If you come up for Kwasiasem. Now, my mention BB. Share another share as for share. In fact, before I go there, let me why did I put this on? I won't do this now. I'll take care of it later.
Everybody know it.
Wait, Jimmy, where shall I share? Look at this. Wow, shall I share?
Everybody know it. It's quite clear. But the NDC, this is a warning to the NDC. But we are telling them, the MPP and the elephant, Abua Osonono, the elephant never forgets. When they joke, whatever the NDC is doing today, we will do it double, we'll do it triple when power change. And we are sending this signal, this caution to John Dramani Mahama, the president, that he shouldn't joke. And John Mahama will be the president. In the history of Ghana, John Mahama will be the president that at the end of his term, he will be a president who ended his term and he will be prosecuted. He will be prosecuted because Ghana is not belongs to John Mahama. Ghana is not belongs to NDC. Ghana belongs to Ghanaians. And we are Ghanaians. And this country, they shouldn't think we are in a revolution time. They shouldn't think that it was the time they killed judges, the PNDC, NDC. The judges, when judges come from court, when they didn't know anything, they should look at their...
Oh, Hanky Negutano, no. Oh, you had before the quenchi. Not a fan, no, not a fan in him. Quasia. Way or Daubechi. Where Salah cow, and I had your fatia Salah cowress. She's a cow stress. What's your fool? In time for the one people, no. Oh, my Jimmy time. In time for them going people, no. Minim the idea some say champion Fienia through so. In time for them going people, no. They beyond some proof point. Yeah, Salah cow, Salah neighbor, when they didn't be. Wait, she's a correct 250. The who think anything. MPP national chairman, you. Now, because I'm with Jimmy. Because I'm with Jimmy. She. When MPP party of intellectuals, no, I'm chairman, ni national chairman, ni. Me said, hanky ne kutano, handkerchief, no. O we are Casavian Nanon to Zoro, or very far who say, O we are not a fan of Quenchi, no, I said a fan of Nim. Now, I said, be the buttons, not a fan of Motium, Quasia. Oh, be my warning. Jimmy, a Jimmy from quantity party in him. It is sometimes you ask yourselves, now we might some almost me a special MPP got talent to be would be moana, and I am going to pum. I need maybe a movie free back. I not Ghana me ya MPP mun say me hu ntafo no mo mmobo e wa MPP nim sa MPP ntafo no he ade a asantini nye ko ni nye bunu ni nye eye achim ni o MPP nye na MPP ntafo no bi o ma pa o villa no mo jimi go back and check MPP e jimi e koso sesi anyina no wana mo na e jimi pa wo take your time and step back. Even they are TikTokers. So we study omu good TikTok omu Jimmy ma MPP by entafo. And sometimes you ask yourself, don't want to for no MPP no. I na audition actually as Antifonia say you account for say mu ye nipa na because the moment obi 10 you be MPP no I Jimmy for. But we see Interfor in other political parties. We see Interfor in the NDC, Interfor in other parties. We see how they comport themselves. A 10-year kwara abrewa penyini wura MPP will pay no adane salakao. It inferiority complex and I say a DN. And now you want a place to fit in the party. Salam Mustafa, I'm going to be Miracle. Sometimes some of you people don't know. I think say I look too good. I look too good. I've taken care of myself very well. And I look too fresh for you people to sometimes underestimate me. Oh, Kevin Taylor, last minute so big. Kevin Taylor, small boy, massa, mo party no. I am older than Samia Uku. Samia Uku. Also, who nabaga say on a woman. I am older than Samia Uku. I am older than Kujo Ponkroma. Me when I fe, and I'm who and memo who offenti. They be amu me. I'm just saying I'm not a kid. I am older than Salam Mustafa. Yes. Me nyini chen Samia Uku. Me nyini chen Kujo Pon. Oh Kujo Ponkroma no hu win. Oh no hu grey hair. I say tu no in Sansurumu. I am older than Salam Mustafa. I am older than Akosia Menu. Ghana na hwini se binino. I am older than her. I am older than Abronye. Also munyina hu mo asa nkokora ne mrewa. Ha. I am older than Amadokua. Ghana na nufu sa dansen no hu fi no. I am older than her. I am older than Samuel Abujinapo. I am older than him. I am older than Nana B. I can go on and on and on. Me wona fe. And sometimes, some of you watch me and say, Kevin, tell us small boy. I'm sure I'm so much Jimmy na mugu MPP. 90% of the community, Dennis Miracle Boy, I'm older than him. Also, you are shocked. That is me. I am able to make sure, say, Obia OTM might think, say, I'm young. I'm not. Into my party, Nankasano, my new generation, I can read their mind. These are all kids. To that level now, to understand what we do. They don't get it. They don't understand it. They will never understand what we do. Because baby, in terms of reasoning, understanding what we are doing, directing people's minds, telling them the truth and shaping it, educate. You don't understand. I'm older than all of them. But I say, Kevin is a small boy. Kevin Kevin I'm older than all these people I've mentioned. Yeah. Entiana mon korana mo party mu no mo kasa metwehwe mo sam say mo be ma no fa da ho mo mixed tribe infantini ahunani aya mixing na ho fa mo nheda ho bi da. So you might think I'm a kid. I'm not. Adibia maybe I'm calculated in whatever I do. I am very calculated in every single thing. Every decision I take, I am calculated about it. So don't underestimate what we do here. Don't think, say, oh, when you're some boy bina or can I do? No. Don't ever underestimate me. So many of you in your MPP, I can put all of you in a classroom and lecture you. Yeah. A man can put a man call a man dominus MPP for man or Munina and Quara. A man cried dominus. A man dominus. But you say, you see me. I can mix with every group because my shame huye. I've taken care of myself very well. And I try to respect every single person. But nipa amwe Jimmy was as we so adebia metia mo MPP because most of you are stupid. Most of you are not intelligent. Most of you are not smart. You cannot think beyond my tribe, any party, That is your biggest problem. Iti party, meguno. I don't make cancer when I am straight. I am not mekanwi na mestia na mo so wenyahwe meguno 2028 I'll condemn it. Wallahi. And Allah the omnipotent, Allah the merciful, what I do, so I didn't say my minima. You see, so many people have tried to do what I do. They can't do it. And people at this point are trying to use me as a leverage. People want to use me as their propeller. They want to use me as their springboard to be noticed around the world when it comes to Ghana politics and social issues. So many of them. And obi to me, Eddie to internet. So without my picture, only even 20 views or 10 comments. It is me, and this is what God has made me. I control. I am a nice guy. Now, we have to take care of business. You have no idea what's going on. As some way last me by and Rebecca send me far a year. The Central Regional House of Chiefs. A year, Mimi Infantini, me papa a paramount chief. Yes, O2 a say to two. Hene. Me papa na one of the chiefs who came from the Central Region to represent the Central Region. I'm not a kid. So me starting me can simbia. And one thing I try not to do in say me de many CBB wona me say I'm going to go all out. Say a negative and I say positive. Say me decide say bibi me bufu. I want to take care of it. I can collapse it. And last me catch the Central Regional House of Chiefs. With all due respect to Cape Coast Manhine, Nana Kuisata, I respect him so much. Nasa so and the Central Regional House of Chiefs in the AC. There are about 98% of the Central Regional House of Chiefs are him for I respect them so much because they show my father respect and my father also shows them respect. There are so many of them there. I papa di hine, no mundi hine. But enya sane de tena a House of Chiefs. The cordial relationship and the respect ubia oma ohini bi obeba ho. Enti, as I sit here, sometimes I tell people I'm proud to be a fanti because at least yo ahimfo mu di enima most of them no edwene eyem fantiman ho. For a very long time, the central region, we have struggled with development because ahimfo ni bia no mu di enim at the Central Regional House of Chiefs, no, most na omudi eni mankasa no, omo the front row no, they don't help. They don't help when they meet politicians who make laws and enact laws, if you want to say it that way. And that's somebody put to bar. Sometimes, you know, almost selfish interest first. A lot is said about Central Region, but not much goes there. Into who studied between MPP and NDC, you can see clearly say the impact of the NDC in the Central Region is very, very, very significant. Now, last week, Mr. Dikan Sembi actually Ghana for say there's a lot happening at the Central Regional House of Chiefs, and I'm going to say this today. If they don't take care, I'll collapse the Central Regional House of Chiefs. And the collapse, you know, enye adwene bone so. I'll collapse it for it to be reconstituted. Ipedifo na bu omo be. Yensi antuma gufi wa abontene. But if care is not taken, I'll wash every dirty linen outside for the world to see Jirima Ekoso ewa the Central Regional House of Chiefs. And I will expose Ahimfo, senior Ahimfo at the house. That is why before my speech, you know, Bidin Kaka said, me wafane eye Nana Kwisata, eye Cape Kusmahine, and some other chiefs I really respect. But it's gotten to that point where, as a young fancy man, I need to find ways to make sure, say, our leadership, Yahemfono, they sit up and at the end of the day, think about the development of the Central Region. For some time, I can't say me about what is happening at the Central Regional House of Chiefs. In fact, I want to send this message to the Central Regional House of Chiefs, and I'm sending it to the President of the House. And when I am done, the House, the national security, they have to enter the Central Regional House of Chiefs. In fact, from the National House of Chiefs, I'm about to do something. The National House of Chiefs need to open serious investigative job and inquiries into the Central Regional House of Chiefs. Because group people, they are milking people illegally at the Central Regional House of Chiefs. Now, this man is the president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs. Your friend Nana Amwakwa Bwedu Isikuma Enofri. He is the president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs. I respect him as the president of the House of Chiefs and as a paramount chief. But something is happening which, if they don't sit up and correct things in the next 48 hours, the Central Regional House of Chiefs, I'll force the National House of Chiefs to reconstitute the whole House of Chiefs. Papa we, your friend Nana Kwame Okwenu Akwamankra ono na ye enyan abasa hene. This is the man I've been talking about. Ono na ye the vice president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, my father is a member of the Central Regional House of Chiefs because my father is a paramount chief. This man is the vice president to this man. And this is the president. And then this man, the vice president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs. And maka corruption ekoswa, which is being led by this man, the vice president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs. Papa Way is so greedy. He's a liar. And every day, Mekasa may say, so Pesoko called Tibia or Ghana, I am willing to come because I have enough on him. Now, this man, he is called Elijah Asare, the registrar at the Central Regional House of Chiefs. All the corruption and the crimes, he is the one who is leading some of the chiefs at the Central Regional House of Chiefs. In fact, a lot of the chieftaincy issues are controversial in the Central Region. This man, who is the registrar of the Central Regional House of Chiefs, onuna elidi ahimfubi to destroy a lot of stew infantimemu. Papa we not always say we. Or you're so corrupt to the point where BNI had to come to Sewi, and then they found a way to bring him to the Central Region to become the registrar. Time a guy way about Central Region to become the registrar. Not the current registrar, no, not the time we do it. But they made sure this guy replaced the former one because of what he does. Currently, the secretary of the Central Regional House of Chiefs, secretary to that House of Chiefs. Now, I mention what DB. Asemi bedaho and asemno efa senya breku omo chieftaincy issue, one of the most delicate matters. Senya breku. And asemno beda senya breku no. Asemno ba no, the National House of Chiefs. And the asemno ebre the Central Regional House of Chiefs Judicial Committee to sit on the matter. Na omonya den omonka asem no because senya breku asem no too worrying. Fashion be and also akonwa ne ko mo ho. Na back and forth. International House of Chiefs. Catch the Central Regional House of Chiefs senya breku show mas say omundi asem no. So a judicial committee was set up. Last me catch them. Me say when I tried to go into Central Regional House of Chiefs in 24 hours, Sa House of Chiefs nebe gu. And I am ready to make sure we recalibrate the Central Regional House of Chiefs because it is crazy. I have tapes, videos, transactions in the name say omo jisika na omo de diasem etiam konwabi. Adia mini ho adanse, I will never speak on it, especially when they come in konwa because my konwa o and I know you cannot sit and make anything. Ultimately, cast someone to a kunya so abra uninjina so. So I don't. That's why I was studying. I mean, him for some. There are people who reach out to me, Kevin. Oh, I am for some way. You have a say I don't do a as I am for some, but this is home. Where a fearsome. So I want I am for not CSA. I am not here because the town will be, but dear one customer starting on dear Sir Papa way. This corrupt vice president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs, or no any of them abedruha. Bribe Akasia OJ and sitting on cases which I have evidence to. He can go to court. Now, Papa Wena election 2024 or catch a Ghana for say, Obiango to make Kufuado, Nekufuado, this is the guy, 2020, this 2020 and 2024. This guy. No, he tags your Bronx. No, two tags your Bronx. Ne area or wareno because the green was on his school for Kwara Dantin Irene Jano. This man. And I'm the buyer. And now he's the vice president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs. But I want to keep it there. Maybe some idea. So as some no ever drew a Central Regional House of Chiefs, no. And I take 3-member committee. The interesting thing is the president of the House of Chiefs, no. Or this 3-member committee, no. I'm making it brief. So the next time a banner me flow nyamana, you understand. Papa we are the president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs, no. Or 3 member committee, a judicial committee, no. And then says, okay, I need to put this picture up. Okay, I'll do that. And oyi nipa ahemfo miensa se omontena case ni so. And and the vice president, the chairman of that judicial committee. Fine. Now, omudi asem ni wie no, and ebusua na asem no kotia no, senya breku asem no. Ebi mu say no, asem no, it does not make sense. The way the final judgment came, no, it did not make sense to anyone because it looks like say the verdict is totally different from Edian. So the people decided, said no, they are going to move ahead with the case. So what happened? I'm trying to pull a picture here for you guys. Enti Ebusian Bakoka said no. where the omunti ase enti asem no obe pursue asem no. Now what happened was that nipa miensa na omutina case ni so anom ye judicial committee miensa no. Chairman no omuye asem ni nyina wi a what they need to do ni say they have to at the end of the day present their report into obi an independent report on what they heard at the court. Inti ebusan obo na sama a 3-member committee no also be a report. Now, interestingly, Sir Papawi Akwa Mankra, yes, I friend. Let me get Akwa Mankra, the chief of Enyan Ebasa. Ono no chairman no, what he did was Ocheya na Oje other 2 committee members no report. And that is what he has been doing for years. Oje report now was study report no. Now what show report no to favor a year of baby or person asem ne ko. Inti 3 people who sit on the case. Semienu agree on one side automatically. Sa side ne wini. And this guy from day one Ura a Central Regional House of Chiefs. That is what he does. Now, ebusiafo na no mo senya breku no ede a committee no court. How many committee in court no? They basically sued every single committee member because they knew, they realized, something was sketchy. Bibi in shada right. In the judicial committee, miensa no, almost sue, miensa. That is 2 people, including this man. Now the interesting thing is, ohini ba kwa no committee no so, any ohini ba kwa no so committee no so no, they actually responded to they were subpoenaed. Yes, subpoena almost omumbra court. Now, you sue almost personally. You sue the House of Chiefs. They sued a committee members into me almost responding to court with their report and their evidence. Now, the president of the House of Chiefs, because on this papa way, they know what they do when it comes to cases. Mokai say maybe mention 4 billion in the Senya Breku case, exchanging hands. This was the man who was leading it. Now, one person approached the Central Regional House of Chiefs president. The conversation was that the committee no nipa mienu akọ court mama responded, and this man got so angry say adenti na e was said omo responded to the court. And court say no, they will have to respond to the court because yes you house no yes you individually, so they also have to respond to the court individually. Now I'm going to play an audio between the Regional House of Chiefs president and one paramount chief at the house. Me what this man and other people, I have their audios like 3 hours. Now muntie the president no na no asem talking to one of the committee members, a judicial committee. Nipa miansa na motina so no baako muntie asem na o ka kire baako. This is the president of the House of Chiefs, and we expect to say assemble the House of Chiefs I will say di no kure no. Listen to this man. We are make asem ya kire mo.
Please, we are one body. We are not individuals. We are one body. You should understand the Senya thing very well. Oh. There has never been peace in Senya. You are not bringing peace to Senya. Senya has never known peace for a very long time. Judgment, there will be problems. Please, we are one body. We are not individuals. We are one body. You should understand the Senya thing very well. Oh. There has never been peace in Senya. You are not bringing peace to Senya. Senya has never known peace for a very long time. Judgment, there will be problems. Please, we are one body. We are not individuals. We are one body. You should understand the Senya thing very well. Oh. There has never been peace in Senya. You are not bringing peace to Senya. Senya has never known peace for a very long time. Judgment, there will be problems.
You know,
Please,
we
are one body. We are not individuals.
I'm This is the president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs. Now, it's our conversation we. Now, I'll catch one of the committee members say, I didn't know I'm responding to court. No? You know why? Because the chairman of the judicial committee or the vice chairman, no, he is the one who went to take money to change the judgment, the verdicts. So the Central Regional House of Chiefs did not want this matter to go to court because at the end of the day, no, right now, no, the two committee members, report a court. Now the chairman, who is the vice president, he changed the report. Into the reason why the regional president is scared, and they say if they go to court, they will have to compare all the reporter, the three committee members to Troy. Now, because this guy went to take money to change the verdict, you know, they are scared to say some way will enter court. But two committee members said in court. They are in court already because they have been sued. And what is happening is that in the conversation, I have conversation between the president and Nipa na onene kasano. Nipa ni catch the president and say, and I'm telling the president today, I can't play that audio. Nipa ni president didn't come on. Nipa ni catch the president, you told me, a member of the panel, to change the verdict. The verdict should go in a certain way. I want the Central Regional House of Chief President to sue me. The Central Regional House of Chief President offered one of the committee members. And ono kachire ne say, you and a committee member can say, Mr. President, you told me that I should write the verdict in a way that will align with the chairman's verdict. The chairman is this guy. Senebeya, it will be 2-1. I am putting this on record. The Central Regional House of Chiefs President should come out and say, I am lying, and he's going to. I want him to go to court. On a man way, and I'm going to send every single audio to the National House of Chiefs. The Central Regional House of Chiefs, they need to dissolve it. They need to do new elections. The leadership of the Central Regional House of Chiefs, I am telling you, the damage they are causing to the Central Regional House of Chiefs. Anytime I can say, I will say this on record. The Central Regional House of Chiefs, when he was speaking to one of the committee members, committee member Nikachen said, Nana, with all due respect, you told me in person that this case, Senya Brekwa Semino, men dane no na emne o chairman way, o kwa mankra, verdict nimbe pepepe, senya beya ebeko some afambi. And it is on record, and there's a recording of that. That is what is happening at the Central Regional House of Chiefs. Until recently, they're not almost here. No, I was telling them, if you push me, because I will do everything on this planet to protect my dad. And I'm going to do it legitimately. MPP for more Central Regional House of Chiefs, I don't care. It's okay. You have the right to choose any political party you want to support. Minima him for to board, so minima him for Land Cruiser. I don't care. I am one of the politicians. My father, oh yes, he will also be Mebane Boakakra. Moment way, my father still drives his Prado. He bought his Prado before John Mahama came to power. Me papa, Prado, and John Mahama, we need power. So, or a greedy person, or better say, hey, I don't know Bimuchi Land Cruiser, but he's fine with it because on a materialistic person. He is fine where he is. But if anybody tries, I will dissolve the Central Regional House of Chiefs. The kind of materials that go up on the House of Chiefs will not exist again in a Central Region. If anybody tries, the way I'm on Mapem, the way I will do anything for my dad. And I am telling you people, with all due respect, why wouldn't him say, why a BB? And I'm just advising the National House of Chiefs. They should open inquiries into the Central Regional House of Chiefs. The kind of corruption going on there. Me wa konya be 12 verdict for the past 6 years. Verdict Omayen was Central Regional House of Chiefs about stools 90% of them are fake. People took money before they sat on those verdicts. And I am going to show you one by one. Me catch them last week. Nobody should dare. I respect the Central Regional House of Chiefs. I respect all the chiefs there. But Emuba Akumienumi and Sebi are doing things there that is destroying the House of Chiefs. With all due respect to the chiefs, with all due respect to the president, with all due respect, this man is a criminal. He cannot be a chief. Bribes are papa woyaje. Enyome bia oye no house wo. You people should not dare me. I'm begging you, with all due respect. And nobody should think, say, Mejuma me yenti or the papa. Nobody should dare. Because everybody, obia will be on adakem. Every single person, your Central Regional House of Chiefs, you all have our own flaws. And me, when it gets to that point where I have to defend my father and make sure that nobody dares touch my father, I will do it. And I don't care the aftermath of that. Now, let's move on. Maybe I won't talk on this again.
To school and are making common sense arguments. I have a scripture for you tonight. Pay attention, it's going to come. But tonight we are going to establish, as we did before in our morning studios, that the National Cathedral will be built as a monument to Elohim so that our country will be saved. Because our country needs salvation. Can't you see? Africa needs salvation. And that salvation is going to come from God. That salvation is not going to come from economics. That salvation is not going to come from statistics. That salvation is not going to come from engineering. That salvation is not going to come from law. The salvation to school and are making common sense arguments. I have a scripture for you tonight. Pay attention, it's going to come. But tonight we are going to establish, as we did before in our morning studios, that the National Cathedral will be built as a monument to Elohim so that our country will be saved. Because our country needs salvation. Can't you see? Africa needs salvation. And that salvation is going to come from God. That salvation is not going to come from economics. That salvation is not going to come from statistics. That salvation is not going to come from engineering. That salvation is not going to come from law.
We are just foolish people. We are just foolish people. When the Nimunyansa Obama Aqua way, Abejira the TV so actually with Jimmy, Paul Ademochiri. Now, I have a quotation for Paul Ademochiri and the MPP piglets. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 5. International Standard Version. American can answer a fool according to his foolishness, or he will think himself to be wise. We are taking our first quotation from Proverbs 26, 5. And it's coming from the International Standard Version. This is what it says. Answer a fool according to his foolishness, or he will think himself to be wise. Sometimes we decide to answer these people who speak about us and insinuate the same way they speak, not because we feel we are better than them, because we want them to know they are foolish and that they are not wise. So when you hear me or see me on my platform, basically respond to Obiti say Fati, respond to Salam Mustafa, respond to some people are. It means I want them to know that they are not smart and that they are foolish. It is our own Bible that told me to tell you. Onyame, may you me quiet time at the pay, and Onyame de ba say men kanchiremo. Proverbs 26, verse 5. It is very, very important to say it between a trim. Say one nyabutre na one yede we nyi okwasia no e won nkwasia yemu a okwasia badwini se oyo nyansafo tie twi no se okwasia we nyi na no won nkwasia de mu na wan kye ne se oyo kwasia okwasia de badwini se oyo nyansafo inti Bible say ye nyi okwasia no won nkwasia de yom na yemfa de na yemma ne ntiasie se oyo kwasia na onyo nyansafo. That is why I do this. Majority of the people in the MPP are foolish. The majority of the people who speak for them on social media, radio and TV are foolish. So when we get the opportunity, what we do is we try to let them know that they are foolish and that their foolishness should not tell them or make them believe that they are wise. That is why sometimes we do what? We speak back to them. Now, there's another story. It's exactly 5:29. That is 9:29 in Ghana. Now, this story is making headlines. This young girl, arrested. Now, they be a MPP in Kora. Those on TikTok, on Facebook. You be DNDC for time, you be the president at time, you be cancel. Last me catch them say. Some miracle abuaji catch them say. Yeah, gadamu nyina mumbo majini. Say video me watch them. Oh, is it still here? I don't have it here. Me bo video bi chire mu. Na miracle abuaji ka say MPP in Kora, mo TikTok. Monya de bobetima ye, momunsro bia me say. Ojimi for. And last me catch again for say, enkora be bro muti TikTok, Facebook, ekeka nsem, ye ne ebedi atem no, omo ye hia for ma. Omo ye hia for ma. Now this kid, obeki kan sembi ewo edien TikTok so, and the menoka say yamwa no. Now Ghana Police Service and release statement way. The IGP Cyber Vetting and Enforcement Team, that's the CVET, has arrested suspect Mahama Aminat, also known as Akosia Sewa Menat. Akosia Sewa Menat, for offensive conduct and issuing threats against the President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama in videos circulated on social media. Now, the suspect was captured till this suspect, Akosia Sewa Menat, she was captured in some video posted on TikTok making insulting remarks about the president, threatening the life of the president and inciting others to harm both the president and his wife. Third paragraph. Following the circulation of the videos, on the 19th of May 2026, a joint operation team involving the CVET and the surveillance unit of the National Operations Department arrested the suspect on the 20th of May 2026 at Sechirezongo, not Trasako, not Airport Hills, not Dansoman, not Cantonment. The suspect was arrested at Sechirezongo in the Sechire Kumewu district of the Ashanti region. Chain was Sechirezongo. And with all due respect to Omamuti Sechirezongo, and you for, but who may be a quachino? Yaquachin was Santimemu, or Tia Santimemu Sechirezongo, or Yankremonia Quara. Anytime we say, enter for na more MPP, no, moya mwana. Mo who say Asantifoni use mo. Mo who say account phone use mo. Now video na, oh yeah, yaquachin no any.
Mon kujo mahama maya wohu. Mon kujo mahama mayeni wan jaise o dieni odi yefa matu maka omu abrekura yenku wia na ye yenku ku nipa na yenku di ne yire kwasiga peni na. Mon kujo mahama maya wohu. Mon kujo mahama mayeni wan jaise o dieni odi yefa matu maka omu abrekura yenku wia na ye yenku ku nipa na yenku di ne yire kwasiga peni na. Kujo mahama maya wohu. Mon kujo mahama mayeni wan jaise o dieni odi yefa matu maka omu abrekura yenku wia na ye yenku ku nipa na yenku di ne yire kwasiga peni na. Mon kujo mahama maya wohu. Mon kujo mahama mayeni wan jaise o dieni odi yefa matu maka omu abrekura yenku wia na ye yenku ku nipa na yenku di ne yire kwasiga peni na.
So you see, this is what the NPP they are showing mutrim. This is what the NPP they are showing mutrim. Mo kwa bontene, but you see, they be make catch here for mano. Me catch the NPP in Courtroom good TikTok no. Man show ya by 2028 na munyam ex-convicts. Me say, won wa se me free abayo we num bae. Yanku John Mahama mano. Na ne yire no what you say catch efa lodina ho. Now you see, MPP for Babetana TV so akabrofo. MPP for Bedia Bronyechi. MPP for be press conference. Adia Sunday boss 6 pe na wakodi omojantra fo akoda. Me say, mon kwara na mudi MPP echi no. Mu agimi no. Mu nyaka premfiri mu no. Mu ye hiafo ma no. By 2028 na mu nyina mu ye ex-convicts. So why junior will say, udi MPP echi into betume bugana mraso, ubetuma ye dia ope. And Ghana for nyama we am say, hey, John Mahama. And achi obi atum, John Mahama nchi obi antumu. John Mahama onye police ni, John Mahama onye soldier ni. Because nanado dankwe kufuado tina Ghana kachire ye say. Sa anko fo ya ye tichi omu nyina gum no sa nipa we mu. Sa me jemfi our police chi no time Akufo-Addo ewo power. NDC Sami Jemfi arrested after participating in TV discussion. Sami Jemfi eko TV so owie ya na chi no. Sa time no Akufo-Addo onye police ni o. Na Akufo-Addo onye soldier ni o. Time na den police officer arrested for insulting Akufo-Addo Bawumia on Facebook no. Sa time no mo MPP for mo ka che Ghana for say Akufo-Addo onye police Bawumia nye police Akufo-Addo onye soldier onye NIB onye dien Akufo-Addo president security agencies na edi omodwuma time den bongo ideas ye kidnap no mo ka kire say Ghana na yete no security agencies na also mo hwe bongo ideas Akufo-Addo ntumi mian kidnap den bongo ideas time and Accra High Court, Accra Circuit Court has remanded into police custody a 40-year-old tile setter for insulting Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. 2023, Mokache Akufo-Addo onye police on to Minchobia a Ghana mra and a chiobi. Yatna Kroma, Mokache say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Time echi bulldog said Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo threaten Nana a bulldog threaten Akufo-Addo. Mokache say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo onye police onye national security Nana Akufo-Addo enyo na chi Ghana for Ghana mra and chi Ghana for bulldog was arrested for threatening Akufo-Addo. Yatna Krom ha obi te say den Ohinma Boama Benny Oyejimo XYZ Power FM presenter arrested for allegedly insulting and threatening Akufo-Addo. Moka kire MPP for Moka kire say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo onye police ni onye NIB ni onye national security ni Ghana emra wa ha. All these people and many more were arrested. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Kotina TV so we asked him Nana Akufo-Addo, the people who have been arrested ewo edien abrochire no, do you know anything about it? Are you the one doing it? This is Akufo-Addo's answer.
Right. Are you concerned about protest movements? We've seen a lot of protests. Some activists were arrested, put in jail. The opposition is saying you're trying to stifle dissent.
I'm not responsible for jailing people in Ghana. The courts in Ghana are independent institutions, and they have been all through this period of the Fourth Republic. People misconduct themselves and they're brought before court. It's for the court to deal with them. That's not a matter.
It has nothing to do about politics.
It has nothing to do with the executive. And their behavior is what lands them in problem with the police and with the courts. It's not the protests. How can the president, who himself, his political career was aided by leading protests, have problems with protests? I don't have problems with protests. And nothing is done in Ghana to prevent people from airing their views on anything.
Concerned about protest movements. We've seen a lot of protests. Some activists were arrested, put in jail. The opposition is saying you're trying to stifle dissent.
I'm not responsible for jailing people in Ghana. The courts in Ghana are independent institutions, and they have been all through this period of the Fourth Republic. People misconduct themselves and they're brought before court. It's for the court to deal with them. That's not a matter.
It has nothing to do about politics.
It has nothing to do with the executive. And their behavior is what lands them in problem with the police and with the courts. It's not the protests. How can the president, who himself, his political career was aided by leading protests, have problems with protests? I don't have problems with protests. And nothing is done in Ghana to prevent people from...
Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo kachire brodi ne say me nji obia Ghana mbrane court enechi nipa omo a ye chechi omo Ghana no because of omo attitude omo subain ene de omo ka ena ma emra na chi omo. You see, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo no a president of the sitting a sitting president of the state. Okachire say ono Akufo-Addo onchi nipa say ya chi obi a na no asem ni subain ena court ena chi nipa ejeli nipa. But ende enkwasiafo te se mo MPP for ene mo surrogate amomo $1,000 cheap money sika de feed him enkrama wa America na de ma enkofo America and omu defend mo nkwasiade. The question here is ende adentina yesim John Mahama na echi nipa. Today you see them on TV, some stupid people to be like, you know, the president, this is not how you are. Nana Addo Dankwa say president in Chinipa. Or yeah, the executive. Ya chinkofo bebre o say enya president na Chinipa, aya Ghana mra ena Chinipa. Intaba you way, aya Mahama na chi na say Ghana mra na chi no. I'm asking you this low life, dirty, tribalistic riffraffs. I'm asking you people. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo say, oh no, or a president, how can he arrest? He's not the police. He is not the military. He is not the national security. He is not any enforcement body. Or say a court no. Na omo ya chi omo no e yomu suban ene nsem omo ka ene mo omo akwaye den akodem ye busam o Nana Danko Akufo-Addo position na odi no de Mahama di nde no sebi o Mahama o yedwuma o kitchen na so a president mo MPP for mo yankwasiafo ma. Oh, right now no the strategy they have ring na say omo beka sansem we hu asem so ye nyina yenim abronye de yaka de oye ne nye no a quick no aba na NDC ni John Mahama nkwasiafo ma. That's what they do now. Say eba say they should speak on the conduct of a MPP for. We were in this country and a MPP, a political party, Justin Kodia petitioned disciplinary committee over Abronye's conduct against him and Ken Ejapon. A secretary of a political party wrote to a party nimpeni for committee, disciplinary committee say Abronya bodam. The Abronya no enye or din kwasi asemi or party na party no emra wom enkwasi forma. You could not discipline Abronye because he was working for Bawumia and he is still working for Bawumia. Enkwasi afo. The party or Timuno, the party could not use 8 disciplinary measures to stop Abronye from abusing the law. Monkwasi tribal party ne e reforte ma amono. Eno kura mo ntuma handle Abronye wom. Entuma for Ghana mrano, ana party mrano, and sha Abronye, emana nya de oye, efrisa Abronye ye dwuma ma Bawumia. Inyan. Agrada ntinsimu nyina mutirim. Because na Abronye or communicate etia de Kennedy Japan ema Mahamudu Bawumia kolikono. A party could not handle Abronye. Now, a party could not handle Abronye. You are telling us today, say Abronye, it is Ghana, we are being gagged and nobody can speak. Are you people stupid? And the most stupid people in Ghana are the intellectuals sitting on TV and on radio. Then you quickly come and say, oh, John Mahama, you are changing. What has John Mahama done here? These decisions these people took are personal decisions. Abayo yes mokakaya yanku John Mahama na yire yanku ene de no at the end of the day a miracle abuaje na share sa akura no o man sa confidence no because miracle beka chiro say I'm releasing all of you, go and insult the president, go and attack people. But miracle abuaje the alternative so ontumi ndi Mahama atem ontumi ndi ne hira atem because onimumra no but oni some MPP for nkwa mo agimi. This guy Abronye, Oye Jumama Bawumia. In fact, Bawumia committee, the communication committee, Abronye is the head. Kwasiafo, you cannot speak to Bawumia. He is one of the most foolish politicians in Ghana. You know that? Because open power, the guy who is leading your communication continuously, the guy you are paying, you have set up a studio for. Abronye Kwasiawe, a regional chairman. Mahamudu Bawumia has gone every length to protect Abronye. But you people sitting on TV and radio, you have refused to tell Bawumia, say, we're Jimmy because he's the one who is behind Abronye doing this job. The Abronye ye debia ye chino, the Abronye ye bia debia ye ne kone ban. It is Mahamudu Bawumia who is protecting Abronye. Oni na etri Abronye ka. Koto de ne bodje, Kevin Taylor, Mahama ne tua meka. Na kwasia we ho ne tua ne ka. Na mo Jimmy nti mo maamenom omo nyanyim we yi ase because e yie no mo pe ye form we yi ase omo wo mu nti muntumi ndwene. You cannot think. JFK is the general secretary of the party. Na party amutimi no semra wom na the leader of the party no onjimi no nimnyansa. What is he supposed to do? He is supposed to even avoid Abronye. He's not supposed to associate himself with Abronye, but he went further to make Abronye what? A communication member in his communication committee. So I want to ask, mo party nimra na party na mutimukura mra nim mo person ba abuse Ghana mra. We have a constitution that governs the nation. Inti kwasiebi eye bibi na enya. We as a nation, we have the right to apply the law. Inti mibuso. Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Time and our power now, for Etatanko Ebunko for no. Did you say it was Akufo-Addo who was doing that? Did you people say it was Nana Danko Akufo-Addo who was doing that? You people refrained. And then someone be start aka Ghana honsem aka sansem where almost at oh winning BB. Abronye the oya no ye nyina ye mfoaso. Nancy Kevin Taylor abua wasifin. Jina Abronye de no so, Jina MPP ne so, Gina Bawomiano so, Nekacha Bawomiano say Kwasiana we are Nipana or Casamano or say party no show leadership. Muyamu timukura na mublemu Mahama, Kwasiafo. Muyamu kamu na muyamu shia Mahama. Muntume ne mudibo from kwana muntume ne Mahama. Me say, you people, your political party, any rules and regulations, Anna? What were you people able to do? Time Abronya, Eddie's uncle, you people were even angry. Mwana moti MPP fin we ya. Amount for the chronostica, etonton and sasidete, you know. Eno krano, mo pesa imraye juma. So the general secretary had to write to the disciplinary committee to make sure some action ason. A day in the sea, they nom de Abronya. What did they do to Abronya? Now mo titigana and kwasiafo, yenja bibia na meka mo ho asem because mo ena mo nanan mo di nkwasiasem ti ye medi mochi. The question here is a whole party, a whole political party, you could not tame this dog. Na ende Ghana mrakesi ene dina mo titi radio say we are going to make the country ungovernable. Emuama eyasema mo ya nyimu eyase. Mo maame no ko eyase na omukohia boges ehiafo bia na omo ne omakofa yofroni ada wo mo adwene mo bobodam. Eyasema munimu nyansa. People think Ghana is about you people. You people think say yenjai bibia because ayamo. We are talking principle here. Into Baomian the principle way. And the MPP need no opportunity to talk. You about power. You bear 10 times. Na mama power. You am mama power. You stop people from coming to power. How are you going to do that nonsense? Mwe Jimmy. Party no in one the you can't reason. We are talking about your own political party that could not even tame this dog Abronye. Na the Ghana mrachina moso montiasie. Ya besi ehun Abronye Jimmy na General Secretary Bekan. Dey na see ye. Mama nchwa there. Thank you Mr. S. Mama Bobby bi nchira mo. Emmoa. Na mo gin say ekuro na tim no mo papa ne mo na nambu bi mu dia ho. Enti mo so na mo Jimmy mo ho ateta mo ho a na yenja bibia ma mo. Emmoa. Listen to this.
Will be our social media. This time around, Chairman Broadness had to work as Disciplinary Committee 2023. Ebra of Nabucco Japan, Ecocan showdown once a month. And your party needed. Me friend a cat is on abo, Daja Mempo. Menen, a quite feel, and then the Casa said, Debbie, but do call Disciplinary Committee. The General Damati. Or quite Disciplinary Committee, or man, let's answer can once. And my recommendation on what they buy and say, or man, and Casa. A question is say, or a party penny, man and Casa has him be. Okay. Then, anyway, I brought that to me TV so, Casa. Disciplinary Committee recommendation on what they buy say, ye honorable Kennedy in free party. Okay, I said that more conference in the back, will be in free. Yeah. Now, was say party no. Then, General Secretary reports nearby me, and a matna report no so. And I say, how? Sabi, what your original chairman, who net Embro party no so. Fair, a do baby, Ubeka say be a party no, nipa, ya relax kakam, because you do to myself. Contest the Moka, Casa Bakumi, Nebo, a boy it's me frochi, it's Nyanua Casa, with the oil, Windai, El Coso. But you were liable, what's that? Now, the so chess and so also say party no. Okay. And he said, how can you regular chairman sit down and say, this private committee, and the report about your Cassian Pump Party Penny film. I better report to be anyone, sir. I was about General Secretary Dean, it will say, men are matter report no so. Well, and yet misinformation say be a work as and keku. Well, they will attack a person. Direct. Say what Bonipa Dean, and that's why say, me inco for the Afri album. And then they are one be any and I work. But the moment I will assume a see or been tiding there, it's more for misinformation and say a breach of duty as a member of the party. It's a petition and a general secretary. Me and my petition said, as some waka fan home. And to make us say, me try my income, I become was him. What petition? My petition this my committee said, as some waka no, obey one. If it's a Caribbean was said, Sassamino Akoso. Income, and that's all be so do a party anymore. And I said, "Go be a bear man so do a party." Oh, you're regional chairman. Understand you are regional chairman. You are not bigger than the party. Say the party brave do crowd. National chairman and general secretary. And one person now what better said dictate my party and say it's me away. But I'm not this my committee. A chair for be a dance here. Yeah, share your quarter this my committee. And no more so much fast and more. Never yesterday be an obi ya dear general secretary in Kanwasel. General secretary say. Party name Buame. And they can do me shame and say general secretary more power to suspend people. But now can the party has come you free party.
Oh, send the pain.
2 minutes but I can constitution no said the maker say make my operate as officer of the party make my coordinate activities.
This is just the party. They were angry. Omo person of the party mra eden eyi film. Kwasiafo, you people sat in Ghana. Omo tina party ni mo general secretary ni ketre mebutu. Yan just here kebe ni pebe thousands of party them as a constituency chairman, as a regional chairman, I kwasia party kura want to handle. You see how it is? Mo party phone tantan with some mra. Did you apply the law? Moko this one committee didn't see ye. Moya mwa. Ba omiana munindili. The guy is not a leader. He's a chipmunk. Or your kokuo. He does not understand governance. He does not understand leadership. Adiabechi, where kokanko yasema no ko prison no ko no hagiwei no dinkwasiafuechi. A man who is a man and the bema jinaso sankwasiade no nye. Ghanaians are not waiting for a chipmunk to lead us. Until we are talking about Abronya being sponsored by Bawomia, party na mutinu mo say obi bumra so eya. Mo ejimi fokura mugumi, mo peso bi beti amra. Foolish people like you. Mo amumunipa enye social media and people like us, we've been able to put together our own TV. And kamuda hu twa Ghana for ntro, someone ananum nyina Rollins ku mu nyina. And kamuda hu twa Ghana for ntro, someone ananum kerosene, Rollins be kan nyina tuguye. Eyi asefo ma. Motete Ghana, munimu nyansa. Debiana yanka samuntu obiso. This chipmunk Bawumia leading you group of idiots. He's not a leader. But today, ya chinkwa Mahamudu Abronye. After that, they don't say this is Abronye.
You are competent to the extent say there's nothing you can do about it. And I just have it here. And Sankofona. Wama ponto na nando aponto omu to the Supreme Court nyina womu nyina no se kan dis nya omu akombe withdraw domama se frabera unimsa because omu ya super competent and this nya omu se kan omu ya politicians and this nya omu na no krepa no kombe withdraw ma fa bi dia frabera because omu ni pa we die ensan ha no Mama, because of chronic alcoholism, no, I weaken in mind. You see, because of chronic alcoholism, I weaken in mind. And can Sana mecano. Sa on Tiasia, inside Numbi, but inside Yadamejino. Yes, on Yansa, Nemana or an inside Yas in life. Can be over Pamu no abo and tell you cancer answer no. Madam, I come say, Dom Hammer, the spokesperson here, on you know what dance you. Oh, Master, what dances I may but see your men for crying metro. No, okay, what I may catch no we. What it? Oh, yes, Sika $50 million. What's in region for Sika? Sika, oh, you Sika. Yet, to us a young family developmental project $50 million. Our Watson region. Oh, yes, he can as a vice president, no. As somebody police headquarters, police near or did Gina Mucho or Chuchu Muchi Drama on the real Sicano. Police in Naira. And that is John Draman, Mamma, and a man here. One Kaiser Ghana, your Swam Hammer, international community platform, so speech Ekitano, not papers in Ibino. And I'm saying, Kaiser a ECOWAS meeting, as I'm a ECOWAS chair. No. And documents are banning me. No abu, and the meaning. No abu until I saw the table, so in some table not so. Or sister papers in page 2 nim, page 3 nim, page 5 nim. Met what the President Muhammad Naho, Nina Pontis, met Messabia, Yamu, Pino. And that's a kind of Mekasikan, who bought to a mebotu.
Me catch the MPP ni bia say and this ni twa se kana twa no bi nko report to police babia. Nko police ni amane
Ombeka say who preach violence and lawlessness.
Me say san kwase huna na wo mo dia start no and this ni twa se kana twa no bi nko police amane wo ya kwase a. Wonim nyansa na and this ni
and Oma shall see a boom or dripping who videos ni bi.
Me da maka. Me you can't do such nonsense because here me reading. So boy be was sampa. Me ya bu and this ni wo sunana onye hwe. And this ni wo sampa no din kwa.
These are the people they are defending. Etuba una nkwasia fogu social media. Omo muntumi ka so omo ye dwuma MPP. Na nkwasia dede. These are the animals. Eyase mawu we yanyimu eyase we keeping ase. MPP for nkwara yi. Omo mkasa ma MPP bebre. Ya onyinyinyi mama se we keeping. We keeping ma eyase ma. Oh, Brakomna, now go Germany, dear. Then and then Senaba, Abanatina Cham, your point ya chame, Adevachin on him, not come Nako Germany, Onimne Papa. Okoshan wake up and say, hey, Brafrim Pon, Akobra, Amakune, yo, hey, what's the own talking is about Kumame, Adevachin on him, no, a year say, anyway keeping, MPP in Kwasia 4. So today, you see, they are being picked up. And also, with this uncle, when you want to be TV, that is what they do. Missing social media ma and people like us, Nyambo MBA TV, and come down catch a Ghana for say, JJ Rollins by Santimember Gooker, ever butu kerosene to guye. This is what they do. As someone can only engineer soba akokra. Oba odene o kasa gunu so na hwe mmobo. Oba odene te no obie na no kasa gunu so no anaso ade we kesere no oba ne de wanya jata na eso ya mokua me nwanwa. And this is what we have been living with. Speculations, sensationalism, lies. That is the NPP. Anything that they are struggling. It's right now, no, they cannot make their cases. They have to target people. Wait, Yankas why say, wait, Nibapa say, it will not change the fact. The fact is, say, a day in ammonia when it comes to these kind of things, Itania Chia Bronya, Nakwasiabiti radio, they say, Ghana, free speech is under threat, it's under siege, and Kwasia for siege. A yasema. We're keeping a sema. You people have no knowledge, no sense. Let me show you something here. Eh? Kofora Namono. One of the vindictive, wicked old men in Ghana. Eh? Oh, Abronya same way. Sibia Ekikako. Now, this issue of Abronya Ekika same way, Ghana Bar Association. Mumu say, I didn't know release statement. We are not NPP aligned. Statement on Afenyo marking comment being prepared. Afenyo Gina TV so ekache judge say o ejimi for Afenyo marking kwasia bi no. Ni tinu keke wure oni Samira ko share dem so me wusa akokɔ Samira na nkoye duro no kwasia o yire ne wo ma no me wusa nkokɔ. We are here. Afenyo marking oni Samira tra dem et sma Samira so onko eduro so na me wusa akokɔ. Sa asemwe Afenyo Kanye from the day he spoke against this judge. Mibusa the Ghana Bar Association say Afenyo Asemwe kind. Why haven't they released a statement? You know why? Because the Ghana Bar Association, it is an MPP affiliated association. Do you know the president of the Ghana Bar Association? Do you know the president? The president of the Ghana Bar Association. Let me show you. Efuagate, elected first female president of Ghana Bar Association. Efuagate, Joe Gate Yere, and the president of the Ghana Bar Association. Joe Gate was a presidential candidate of the NPP, a former attorney general, railways minister. We sit in Ghana, and some people manipulate the system. After Mark in Kasa, a yak of 5 days. The Ghana Bar Association, they cannot get English. Afenyo Markin is a lawyer. Afenyo Markin, he is a politician, a lawmaker, and a lawyer. And Joe Gate, a Ghana Bar Association, being led by Joe Gate, this woman. Only Joe Gate in a stage here campaign, this woman. MPP Bar Power, Ghana Bar Association president. Ask them, why haven't they been able to release a statement on Afenyo Markin's madness? It is because it is going against the NPP. They don't even know the kind of words to use. Omo per words to use are omo offended Baumia, omo offended Kufuado, omo offended omo tribal party. No, they don't know how to go about it because the lady who is leading the Ghana Bar Association, she is married to Jogate, who is a former presidential candidate for the NPP. This woman was on stage, and it's enough in your marking. The GBA cannot release the statement. The GBA needs to be nullified. Kwasiafo, we sit in Ghana, na omo didn't kwasi some chenipa. Now, I'm sure how bad these people are. You see, I'm sure the NPP. Then I'm going to say Kufuor. Kufuor is a nice man as a dad. Kufuor is a nice man as a husband, an uncle. Kufuor is a nice man as a family head. Kufuor as a politician or a cromfor or a re. Bibi or politics be a time. Kufuor na ye cromfu techu amwa betina Ghana so. We re Ghana sick entende baby or one. Kufuor is not anybody who should respect in politics. As a father, respect him. As a husband, respect him. As an uncle, respect him. As a family head, Kufuor as a politician is a dirty man. Oba Otam Ghana Eshenensa Onkuta Ghana passport. He made his girlfriend the advisor to the finance minister. The woman said Kufuor is promiscuous. Kufuor jantreni. It is not my word. These are reported statements. I'm not sure idea. I'm not sure how dirty Kufuor is. I'm find room now. Here, you see the story. The story. Kufuor, Attorney General, wants Tachu jailed for longer. This is 2008. Jogate and Kufuor Attorney General. Do you know what happened? Time Kufuor manipulated system, no, a change judges, a force court, no, a mamu jelly chachu, no. Jogate went to court, said 5 years in this. Jogate, this is the MPP for you. When Tachu was jailed, Kufuor Sakache Jogate say Uncle Court. No kwa appeal say yes na edema jo eye Tachu no esa na omofa bi nka ho kwasi ampanyi wemu. Let me read a story to you. O say Kufuor me nka Kufuor asem. Political beifo we me nka na asem. The state has filed a notice of appeal of the 5-year jail term handed down to the former chief executive of the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, GNPC, Tachu Chikata, to be increased. Na Jogate ne Attorney General. Kwasi afo Koto de ne bodje mu fin eyi asema we keeping asema enjankan kwasiafo amanya bebi atena ye kan Ghana asema chichire Ghana mo say yankwara Jogate Kufuor told Jogate to go back to court and make sure Tachu gets 10 years. Kufuor bun some way political bun some way mami kan asem ye ka Kufuor sana mukoko ne muheni abete adan ye ka Kufuor asem na Kufuor wan. Who the hell is Kufuor? Kufuor was a politician. We are feeding Kufuor with our own taxes today. Opa Ontrole Tankasa, he needs nothing from the government. Kufuor will not be able to survive for 24 hours. We sit in this country, this is what they did. According to the state, the sentence given by the Fast Track High Court Judge Justice Henrietta Aban in June was, in quote, not appropriate, having regard to the gravity of the offense, end of quote. Jogate ko court. Kufuor ekache Jogate say, Jogate go to court and tell court to say, you still don't agree. Sentence ni so for be kan. Kwasiafo. Then we cannot talk about Kufuor dente oya Santini. Na Santini yo area me an kanasem. Asantini o kromfo a me an kanasem. Asantini na or the your presidency e bojantra me anka. The guy was a mess. Kufuor was a mess. Into Munja said Jimmy Sana Gagano, Meme and Kufuor asem. Who the hell is Kufuor? Nanko only seeker for the inquiry way below Nyanko politics. You people, more crime may I charge more. We need to get some things done in Ghana. We need to be straight with you people. That is what they did. And that is what they think say, yeah, the whole 1972. Oh, say, Omu Jimmy, or TikTok. That's how we share our videos when you know it's either Wound to Me FM, either Abronye or a Morris Ampao, Aquana Netwachia, Netukruno. That is what they do. It is an MPP thing. And I'm going to share my Wound to Me video at TikTok. I'm going to Yaminyoma to Asia, Kwasia. Or you say Yaminyom and Yadidia some more court. And share my Wound to Me to court na Osun. Was science I say. Was tuto 2 man call for Nipa Faso Ghana. Kwasia Mpenyo be the chairman of a party. Then the court na osu. Tell me na all censors ni yehu. And I'm the chairman want to be video at TikTok and I'm the nyama twice here. Oh nyami be you a free say mo ye nyan. This is what they did to Chachu. And come almost ko force na on tiasie. Joe Garten anytime Joe Garten yire and the oya GBA boss on to me release this statement against Afenyomakin. It's an MPP affiliated group. The foolishness in Ghana. Can't you people see clearly? Mo to me who the echo. MPP omo Jimmy. Don't give them any opportunity to lead Ghana. Me mom any opportunity. Baobia is a koliko. That adjective, that consonant, that man who cannot even differentiate between his dick and his leg. This guy cannot lead anybody in Ghana. Yatina Ghana na a Jimmy for kasa ni about power, over power bedding. What do you say nyai? What do you say Jimmy? Ya tampa na mo dey ayede mo dey power na bedding, mo dey bekwa yie. Mo dey beton to my hemfo. Mo dey bedi nkwasi asam. Ya pe nyansa fo mo buma ya mo MPP for. Nyansa ni be na di party nanim. Nobody has been able to come out boldly to criticize Abronye. And there, we didn't say Abronye no, because Abronye Baomian sponsor no. Kwasiafo. Money Baomian kasa. We're not the president no. Momunye serious. Ye jinem. Yambo unraifa. Now let me break something down to San Kwaran na omudi MPP china MPP AU zumu se mwano. Let me break something down to you people. The betchama there. Because it is some time I was somewhat tin your maybe I say. Nyama na monti bi ase anything amumu bi bebre mu be ko jail no.
No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. No matter how many.
Now let me break something down to Monkwarana. Me say any 2028 now more MPP for now half of you now more than ex-convict. Yeah? This is the Deputy General Secretary of the MPP or whatever. Muntieno, you busad something about Abronye T. Shade.
You're a good politician. No doubt about that. This is my question to you. I'm saying, do you endorse, because I'm pointing out to the names mentioned in what Dr. Mahmoud Obama has released. Abronye, do you endorse his kind of politics?
Yeah, he's doing very good politics.
Oh, he is?
He's doing very good politics. And he's doing so within the remits of the law.
Doubt about that. This is my question to you. I'm saying, do you endorse, because I'm pointing out to the names mentioned in what Dr. Mahmoud Obama has released. Abronye, do you endorse his kind of politics?
Yeah, he's doing very good politics.
Oh, he is?
He's doing very good politics. And he's doing so within the remits of the law, having been a student of law.
Okay. You don't feel this will cost you a lot of public backlash, giving concerns about how inflammatory his comments can be sometimes?
It depends upon the person that is seeing it as inflammatory. Because if somebody sees that what Abronye has said is wrong, the person should stop doing what he's doing or she's doing before Abronye will also make those particular comments.
Including Kennedy Ejapon?
I have not heard anything about Kennedy Ejapon.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
But you are the Deputy General Secretary of the NPP. You haven't lost sight of the kind of heated exchanges that we've seen publicly with videos attached. You can't tell me you haven't watched that between Abronye and your immediate past presidential aspirant, Kennedy Ejapon. He's had cause to, in fact, caution now your flag bearer and his camp to be watchful of the kind of politics he's doing.
You see, You
see why I was asking if you endorse the kind of politics he's doing? I have the
responsibility of an oversight responsibility of party activity.
Yes.
But I don't have oversight responsibility of people's personal...
No, I'm not asking of personal commentary. That's why I'm asking if you endorse this type of politics. He, in fact...
I said until
when
you point to me...
Why did you end your reconciliation tour?
Why did we end... We never did the reconciliation tour. Oh. We did a thank you tour.
Okay, but it wasn't...
And we never stopped it. We finished it.
You finished it?
Yes.
But Abronye also dismantled a portion of it, is it?
Never.
He never. Haruna, have you watched the video? Did you watch what happened between Abronye and Kennedy Ejapon?
He made a comment.
Yes.
And he wasn't happy with the comment that was made. Elders of the party sought to look at the commentary.
Oh, so they called
there's
him.
a dissatisfaction.
They called him?
And when you make commentary...
No, I'm asking your elders
I am
party
saying
elders
that elders of the party looked at the commentary and engaged the two of them.
Oh, they did engage the two of them.
Engaged, but nothing had stopped the
so
entire
his politics
conversation.
wasn't healthy for the NPP?
Nobody, your activity, what you are doing today,
yeah.
There are others that will not be happy with what we are doing.
Obviously.
Myself, what I am also doing, there will be people who will not be happy. So you cannot, there's no perfection.
But if your own party elders have concerns with Abronya, why shouldn't the state agencies have concerns with him when he's making inflammatory speeches?
But when President Mahama came in his first term, he appointed 3 wise men. It means that he himself saw that he was not perfect. Was he being picked up by any other person?
No, that doesn't answer my question.
No, but I don't need to answer your
question. I go for it. Jimmy. Where's your tenure? Me catch them say, MPP and tough for the moment. I saw Murumania Momo Biniedi. She, this is the deputy general secretary of this party. Yabusa Paul Admochina say, are you a lawyer? Or say, oh, if somebody is not a lawyer, then I'm not a lawyer. Jimmy, that's how they think. Great is a local. What them locomotive? Russia for omo more locomotive ko hona ko hulo. Omo gidi some loco. Ye question busa hwe bi answer bi odema. Ye busa na Abronya asem no. O say o di Abronya de no ano no. O so kasa saa because so wan kasa saa omo ye de omo ye no munjai. You see? Any busa say oh, na di Abronya aye na mo party no actual letter say ye ntwe na so say de onte. Oni krampo de ohun ye. Wei. We mu na omo mankofo bi kwan say sremufo de bi ye sremu dwan. Owura MPP mu anu adan sremu dwan. Jimmy Kasebi Oka. These are the people who want power. Jimmy, me see, MPP omu nyina dwene pe ama yesa kako. Kakolization reasoning. Their level of reasoning is a kako emu ma ni mema. This is the deputy general secretary of the party. These same people, Afenyomaki jina ha ODD judge atem. This is what Afenyomaki said. Time and more power. Afenyomaki no and there Afenyomaki did judge atem Emma. MPP so moko petition CJ Kwasiafo.
I would want to say that it's a day to celebrate the judicial. Yes, Mr. Speaker. Except that, Mr. Speaker, we have to be very consistent as a political class in our celebration of the judicial. Mr. Speaker, I agree with the position taken by the Honorable Harry Nedrisu. No executive arm of government can manipulate the judiciary arm of the realm. Mr. Speaker, it must never be said that the judiciary is under the control of the executive. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Harry Nedrisu is a courtroom practitioner. Just as I am. You were a courtroom practitioner. One of the things that we were taught at the bar was to accept the decisions of the court. And when we are not happy, we should go up. And that is how we enrich the law. Let us understand that there are situations where we disagree. And even when we disagree, the language, the approach is essential. Mr. Speaker, an impression is being created that the Supreme Court of Ghana is only there to handle partisan political cases. It is not so. Mr. Speaker, if you disagree with the system, use the system to correct it. It's a matter of course.
This was when Oko court in less than 12 hours, Tokonu, or didn't Sakonu Tokonu to and a Tokonu man judgment. You see, the original court taker. The court is perfect. If you disagree with the court, go up. Don't make any utterances against the court. Kwasia we are 2 days ago. Judge. They have no principles. They work like pigs. They eat this, they eat this, they eat this. Later, they use shit as their dessert. That is the NPP. They are like pigs. They eat this, they eat this, they eat this. When they eat shit, they eat it as dessert. You see, yesterday, this is the same person in parliament telling us to say, Tokonu man judgment. Or the secretary Tokonu to Tokonu de. In 12 hours, Tokonu man judgment. Original parliament. Ekachre say, so court, nasa what court in Yajun. The best thing to do is to go up and seek for their clarification. At the end of the day, Sawako appeal high court no when ya or court toko no and saka in Tianji judge into Sawako court cry now on sa anka the opa. Men kasentia court and a judge no and the Kwasiam Penny a relegated Voltarian, a desperate person who wants to be accepted by people in Winneba. He's telling us, say, Judge Nia Kwasia, this foolish guy, no principle. He eats this, he eats this, he eats this. Okawe, or we are now a deep binieguso. That is his desire. That he goes to beg. A dirty man, no principle. And these are the people that we see them as lawmakers. And I keep telling you, we are not going to take anything from anywhere. Their own receipt. Their own receipt. We are not going to go anywhere. You need evidence for Frobia. And only every single day. Very dirty riffraffs. No principle. It's ultimate. Some people need car someone there. Now Jimmy. Because these are flip-floppers. These are people who don't have principle. They just go by the shit. Whatever they eat and they get satisfied and belch, they go to sleep. That is the typical MPP. And that is what you just witnessed on your TV. Jimmy, sir, they think so be a Jimmy or Ghana because the foolish masses, the foolish masses you'll be able to convince them when you are in the MPP. This is a political party that is talking about intellectuals. Not Chairman to me is running as the general, the national chairman of a party. There are people who are talking for them and this whole party. Now, my mention young people now with the MPP, you know, the ignorant ones. I'm with social media at TikTok. No, my catcher will say, somewhere and share ya a buy way. Yendu 2028 almost about to so I could do 2058 no now munyi na my ex-convicts. I am telling you here my mention my dear be amunim Emrana da Ghana no you might think say Emrani Ghana until say Emrana becho, but I think that some of you people don't really understand what is going on. You see this, my mention some breakdown being show insult, attacking somebody's feelings, that is insult. One with TikTok, Facebook, Miracle Boy. Just a monko diatem. Now moko diatema and then tie. Now an insult is a derogatory, demeaning, or offensive statement aimed directly at a person to hurt their feelings or pride. Now the core, it is purely an expression of opinion or contempt. 2. Legal status. In most free speech societies, like the United States, generic insults are legally protected speech. Even if they are rude or mean, they only cross into illegal territory if they constitute severe harassment or hate speech. Abayuano, Odidi president atem, and na oko further kaka say yenku president no, and odena yere ka ho. So it has crossed that level of mere insult. It has entered into the hate speech. So it has entered into the illegal territory whereby you can be sued. So Obika said it is not a crime to insult president. It is not a crime, but there is a line. When you get to that line, now cross it. Now something where it becomes severe harassment. When you cross that line, when it becomes something like a hate speech, when it is harassment, at that point, not cross the line, you can be put before court. And then I told MPP about you. You need to understand. So kasa. Yes, so I did the attempt to for uncle. A bit to walk court to make dem. A brantian say, Abayuan say, Munkuma Hamama says hate speech. Or twice what can be before a year home. So it is not a mere Mahaman so the Abayan or crossing line, no. It is about your work them 10 years. More TikTok, MPP in Koran, me, Muntina Mayas idea way. Man, ya 2028 in Branham, ex-convicts. Ye be the big dem, Jimmy. Now, example, you are an idiot and completely incompetent. What's it? Now, Mama Sancho idea, there's something called criticism. Evaluating your work or actions. It is different from insult. Now, criticism is an assessment, judgment, or review of someone's work. behavior or statement. It can be constructive, meant to help improve, or destructive, harsh and unhelpful. But its focus is on an action or product, not just mindless name calling. So you can criticize. There's positive criticism and then negative criticism. Normally what happens is, when it comes to criticism, it's about assessing somebody's performance. Oh, my man criticizes John Mahama. Abai we die. I was saying komo ye kwan. Omo nye kwan no. E kwan kro omo ye na enye. You are criticizing the government. Ejuma omo ye no. And so ni. There's a difference between insult and crossing the line from insult to hate speech to become illegal and criticism. Now, the core, it evaluates performance or ideas. So I don't like your performance. What you have done so far, I think you could have done better. You are criticizing. Oh, Abani performance there. Joma was a sector we know this sector there, and so many you are criticizing. Oh, Abana ya there, you are positively criticizing. Into you are basically assessing the job. Otina TikTok, Otina Facebook. You need to understand these things. You need to understand what insults are, when to cross the line and when not to cross the line, what criticisms are, negative and positive. So there are some that can be charged, some too you can walk away. Now we have legal status, fully protected speech. Fair comment and criticism are vital for art, politics, and business. So with criticism, it is fully protected. That means you are not supposed to cross the line. You can criticize constructively and you can criticize either positive or negative. You have the right to do it. If you want to criticize, nobody's stopping you from criticizing the government. Obian stop people say, assess the government performance, assess sector by sector, try and share your opinion. But in the process, when you insult, you should not cross a line because you can enter into a territory that is illegal and enters into hate speech. That one, you can enter court. And you've been out to small girl, no? Now, my man, there's something called defamation. Eh? Don't let some foolish person say, I call law school. Wait, are you basic? When you are able to understand basic things, wabra bono easy man. Remember, because you be an article day, and Jimmy they read brony book you are 30 years. They are stupid people. They don't understand. Now there's defamation, attacking your reputation. Now defamation happens when someone makes a false statement of facts. False statement of facts. In Tuba show so now we are sure if you don't have the documentations to back your statement, don't say it. Do not. Don't just say I'm saying this. Sometimes you might end up with defamation. Anything like in Japan, they may call court to America. No? The court told him every single statement I made about him, it was backed by fact. So the defamation did not hold. Into a ban, the court said, "Mr. Or you're stupid, Mr. Or you're comfort, Mr. Way," and the court told him whatever you said, he said about you. No, he was able to provide the documentation, so you have not been defamed. Anything like in Japan, or yeah, then or by and I went to make any case. No, court can say on free court. That is how you need to understand. Or trust social media, you speak anyhow, you end up in jail. Now, when you move forward, it says the defamation happens when someone makes a false statement of facts to a third party that causes real harm to your reputation, livelihood, or character. Now, it is spoken, it is slander. If it is spoken, it is slander. If it is written down, it is libel. And see, you need to know the differences in these things. So be kind, we're going to it is if you are talking on social media in Ghana, on TikTok, on Facebook, you need to know the difference between all these things. You can't just go sit there. Anytime when I sit here, I keep telling you, I have things to protect me. I have facts to protect what I say. When I accuse somebody of being a criminal, I have my documentations to prove that you are a criminal. And wherever you want to go, I'll bring the documents to prove to you that you are a criminal. But you just don't sit on TikTok and say, Obi Kebinti, yes, Kevin Taylor Kebi. Because Ekufuado is not a lawyer and he's an imposter and a criminal, I can show you that Ekufuado never went to any law school. Ekufuado cannot provide his law certificate. So when Jimmy now gets Kevin Kebi, you go to jail. You need to understand the work you are doing. You need to understand social media space now. Now, when you move forward, it says this, the core. It must be presented as a fact. We are talking about defamation. It must be presented as a fact. Now, when you move forward, it says this. It must be false and it must cause damage. Opinions or insult. He is a jerk. Now, that's an example. Cannot be defamation. False factual claims. he stole 5,000 from the company cash register. That can be defamatory. If you are not able to bring a documentation to support that, you have defamed somebody. He can drag you to court. Mama social media jail. I'm telling you, Kevin can't wait to make a bin jail. Kevin can't wait to make a bin jail. Kevin, the way ubeko jail. You don't know what you are doing. Don't venture into that. Ujimia, you will end up in jail for years. Politician obeja would make say, yeah, MP before go out on yes, no. Sankwasi adi asmoge we ya chiro no. The miracle abwaja okasa akrane nko no onye because onimumra no. Now when you go to the legal status, civil offenses, you can sue someone for damages if they defame you. Canada Japan sued me for damages. Obaye no, but the documents prove say me defame no, so he don't get a dime from me. No, so pay $19 million is a $9 million. I don't even remember. You need to know these things. It's what now. Now I so be kebi intimate wa kebi obedem. Now the last point, example, don't hire Sarah. She was fired from her last job for failing a drug test when Sarah actually left voluntarily and has never failed a drug test. To say example is say, oh, Sarah, mama for the juma. Now, okay, what do I say? Memfa asimesi juma our Ministry of Foreign Affairs. If it's asimesi no or failing drug test. The issue is ebia na asimesi na wo kana asem no kra onim driving. Into that person can do what? That person can sue you. Because one, maybe I chin impo say, why trika a mistake that. Two, every grandpa driver's license. And three, every swa. Saturday now they turn no. He never got that. Into obetime sue or court. That is defamation. Into where the mamen can be and see ohua. You can be sued. You can go to jail. Now mamen show idea bako. There's something called threats. Threats. Obi. Threats. Now, threats attacking your safety. Now, it goes back to small girl and assembly, or say, a threat is a statement of an intention. A threat is a statement of an intention to inflict pain, injury, damages, or other hostile action on someone. Mukoku jo mahama mame is a threat. You are directing people to harm somebody, to damage somebody, to cause a lot of injury, and basically to make sure you take care of somebody to say, Wokubi. So, Akrana Sabno Kaino, it was a threat. In the original social media, TikTok, Eka say, Unim Bibi, Sa Nipa way, Obinko any say, Obinko Bodu to Obetuma dem, a threat. Monte social media, na say, you think you can say anything and get away with it because MPP for say, Ube dem. Chairman want to be credited in a court. And nobody is going to come save you. And here for mano, you will go to jail. You will die in jail. Now, core. This is what it means. It creates a reasonable fear for one's physical safety, property, or well-being. 2, legal status, criminal offense. You better do that court. Now you di criminal case. You better make them 20 years. Into Usha. Say Obama, fancy comedy. They were crossing the line. Say Obama, he crossed the line. Fancy comedy can say, Obinkocha John Mahamati, he crossed the line. So if you don't know that invisible line and you cross, and you see, that line a very thing. Onya smarter, into the best thing to do is to stay away from commenting on things you don't understand. So, what time Mahama metiasie, what time ya metiasie, what time minister be metiasie. But you need to understand there's an invincible line. Cross them. Now, let me show you this. The comparison. You see this? Let me expand it. Quick reference comparison. Your concept. What it targets. Is it a statement of fact or opinion? And is it usually illegal or prosecutorable? Insult. What it targets. Feelings and ego. Is it a statement of fact or opinion? Pure opinion. You bet my prosecutee. It's there. Criticism. Action. Work. Opinion or factual analysis. Is it usually prosecutorable? Okay, I say no. That is when you don't cross the line. Your criticism, work, action. Then we have defamation. Reputation can be damaged. False fact presented as truth. Yes, it can be. You can go to court, civil lawsuit. You can enter court. You can be sued. You can be sued. Threat, safety of people, their life. You put people's life in danger. Intent to do harm. Yes, it's a criminal offense. They can criminally sue you. So don't underestimate these things. Remember, Saturday and that I'll say, oh, yeah, MPP for Oma Kembi, me can na wonjina so. Na wonjina so. Saba you away. The question here is the baying and obebe fie near yini krampa obey okay biem. Sa abayu away. Ye yini biema ye yina obetuma ye okay biem. Where is this kid? Abayu away. Ebi obenya bail, ebi obe end up in jail. Ye yina obetuma ye nipa biem. She fancy comedy. Say Obama. Sa girl ya nufu sa dying abiwo today. Oh see ye obu nyina free prison by oma stable biem. Oma life end it. And akra we ofri hoba onye okay biem. And ebi e krampa onto mafia biem. Don't underestimate for Saturday we niagro obeko jail. Mema kwa sebi nka say Kevin Taylor kabi unim de mikuta. Unim lawyers amikuta. Unim facts amikuta. Unibi inti stay in your lane. Adia uni ho dance ye men kan ho asem. Adia won share ni ho dance ye men kan ho asem. Abrayo we wan hwe you become 5 years. And from Endeko na brabo ensin ye biem. She is an ex-convict. She's not going to make it. The moment you are put here right now, Adia we say Obama or a jail man, it will follow him till he dies. Fancy comedy or a jail man. I bet in a check of so bewu. A bill girl or a jail woman. I bet in a check of abronja or a jail way or a jail girl all to survive biem. Ne career and they or their social media. Tina TikTok. Nagaza Kevin Taylor when hinti. John Mahama when hinti. Meko kan we ube dem. I'm telling you. This is an advice. Untia wow problem. We are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Taylor. After this short break, the Jumadi no ebeshisha so atwaso.
Some of us Adi Yakuma Ajufo Ma Omai Obinum Aya Ejuma Gold Nebanu. I didn't try say that yet. Some of us Yan smuggle, yan yuak sago no, etuto mao. Mu sa sanyamanu. Sa sikana ebe ko shanu samno, ebe create inflation ama yanina. Anamu amu. Me sure say mu amu nim wom. I hope what I'm hearing is false. Sir, police, when they are looking up to some of you policemen, some of you are even partaking in this nonsense. Huh? Mimbo hobium. Na, and stand up. Mimbo ho. Police no, I don't know go from that on your no. Jana, I got a phone no free. It comes from your end. Oh. It applies to each and every one of us. Adi Yakuma Ajufo Ma Omai Obinum Aya Ejuma Gold Nebanu. I didn't try say that yet. Some of us yan smuggle yan yuak sago no etuto mao. Mu sa sanyamanu. Sa sikana ebe ko shanu samno ebe create inflation ama yanina. Anamu amu. I hope what I'm hearing is false. Sir, police, when they are looking up to some of you policemen, some of you are even partaking in this nonsense. Huh? Mimbo hobium. Na, and stand up. Police no, I don't know go from that on your no. Jana, I got a phone no free. It comes from your end. Oh. It
people who are very passionate about saving this nation. You won't call for omode omobra to ho. Je bibia de to say they want to save this nation. And the only pakubi or Ghana, omo your margin is a panel there. You best say omo. MPP for the year from the past. Juma JJ Beye, they're in and out. They're trying to save this nation. Every single thing. Oh yeah. He's not Jesus. He had his flaws. But you could see a man who wanted to help, who wanted to save his people. Even from military or sabete a party to make sure I did what it seemed. He did everything. But you see, JJ, the biggest problem was that he was a Voltairean. JJ Rawlings, the biggest problem you now face here, with all the things that he did, it was because no ya wuneni. Me say, JJ Rawlings nanko ya santini ba ankende your body dia anka him for best sorry say yeti Rawlings is why ya sorry. The problem JJ had, all the things that he did, as some people refused to recognize, was because not JJ dien or ya wuneni. Because yenya santifo almost so ye cool. Yen si antuma gu afi abontrinti ye de sie. And I try Ghana history no edubu ahen. Akonkonsan for no history no. They started from JJ Rawlings because they wanted to paint the guy say JJ cry nya Ghana ni because I wanna for nya Ghana for. And they started brainwashing young people. It's upon the JJ ye nyina no. Among for deep down and him said JJ really worked. Kwame Nkrumah, Ediana Kwame Nkrumah nyama Ghana for, and then I put to be in a stage. I have put it in chain or catch a yene say Kwame Nkrumah. I didn't Kwame Nkrumah problem you know say. Nani pa kobi person yet no be an ninja ho. Na Kwame Nkrumah science money. Into some people felt to say they had a problem with Kwame Nkrumah where he is coming from. He is not one of us. He will not do what we want, and Kwame Nkrumah is an enemy. So that is where our problem is from. Some group of people at the Nipebi to town Courtroom. There were some people who really liked me from the beginning. But from the day that their hatred towards me just sparked. And that is how we live in Ghana. And there are some group of people, somebody just don't like me, doesn't like me, all because me have currency. Me sell and cash. Me have caste to Ghana. Somebody just hates me because I know. Somebody just doesn't like what I do because me am fantini ba. Ejuma mi ye sanka me mama ya santini and papa ya santini and am ye anka obi and obeka say tia me. All the people who wish me dead, they would have died for me. And that is how some of us are. Ye nipa kuobi o mo Ghana no. That is how they live. Ejuma be na kofo be ye enkwasiade akofo de tumi be ye no. And ye mbese be ka kofo asem adan o ya santini ba. Kenapo Jimmy obe Jimmy 2024. He cannot even speak in public. Otumi pom bien anon kasa nyansem. And so now the people of Ghana that hope say, na pusha ye kon, adentia, koto de ne bodje, kwasi asem. And this is where we are. It's upon all the things that has happened. Now take your time and go all the way from the back till today. I need to say, because some people look so bad in Ghana politics. Some people. Question back where you busa MPP for say sebio se twa MPP fru ma santimemu na ye papa ko for yen sankana momfa mon sanchira de ba ko a monumental socially, politically, economically ko for ye ya asesa Ghana yetumi ka say we die afa wo ka jam say de eye ko for eye de keje confono chi emergency moa confono chi emergency. Ya papa kofo ya santiri ba di nchiri di nsu edi moko di nchine. Every weekend o kumasi ekwa yie. You cannot point to one thing. 10 in embassy hos kejeti amamo. Na santimai makuma eni mumoja ye de enye kejeti. And that is what we talk about. I know we say, hey, it is what you people do and say. Some of you people. Atamos was disrespected because Atamos no infantini. He is a professor. 99.99% of MPP4, you can never get a professor to lead your party. Bawumia is a crook economist. Because Atamils or Fantini, he isn't considered as Chini. We made fun of Atamils. At a point in our history, people were praying and jubilating. Say Atamils woo. He was called monkey. So many things were said about Atta Mills. This is an innocent man who basically wanted to serve his people. What do you say, Tiana? The hatred for John Mahama is because of where he's coming from. It's not because they think that he's not competent. They know John Mahama John Mahama has delivered a lot. John Mahama is capable. He's a visionary. He's humble. He understands governance. But Oyeteni. So from day one, these people never gave John Mahama a dog chance. They called him names. They sent people after him. They decided to brand John Mahama negatively. A day in a nipanka, John Mahama to be called 2-4 party, or 2-4 said to do the birthday. Na John Mahama ko, na bought that the lumba nyom, na ni pebia tinasiaka said John Mahama say Ethiopia, na nkwasia fwa jedi. Yet written a chroma, na John Mahama kasa, no biako jina baby say, John Mahama say yede, go de kumase kwanya. So basically, it is a deliberate move. To destroy people, all because they are not like us, they don't speak like us, they don't sound like us, yet they are him fear. So anybody who is out of that circle is not a human being. We need to go after the person, and that is the modus operandi of this foolish MPP. You see how they are struggling with Bawumia, because deep down their heart, Bawumia is 10-year boy. They are struggling to accept Bawumia. You know what? Because the party's bile, a tribalism, and that is the party. You see where they are struggling with Bawumia? The day Bawumia the party is split here, it is never going to come back again, because the NPP is made up of tribalistic, egoistic, foolish people. They believe say, that is why the party has split into 20 parts, because the natural love that they have for Kufuor Santiniban, they can't give it to Bawumia. And they want to make sure this creeps into the country. Now, the problem they're having right now is that the way they used to get it easy, the way they used to frame people, the way they used to lie about people, they're not getting their way. That is why people like us are their target. We are not going to allow anybody to do that in Ghana again. And that is what is happening today. You see the hatred towards John Mahama. Since John Mahama came to power, the John Mahama NDC Yamako for 20 years ago to me. And there was some one question. Monche one monumental project Akufo ya Asantuma did enyam for so free. You cannot say it. The can say me and criticize Akufo. Na Akufo ne banji. I'm asking you fools. More MP before Nkwasi afọ na mi busamo. Akufo one banji. And this thing has crept into our politics. See the way they insulted Okudjata Blakwa. See the way they picked on some people, Sam George Mo, how they picked on some people because they look at their tribe, they look at where they're coming from. Let's go after them. That is the MPP. And I can mention a lot of these things. They pick people, they look at them, and there's West Stadia Asante form MPP. The MPP don't go after them raw because you know what? Asante regional minister, the biggest pain in the heart of the MPP is because of Asantini. But you see, ya pimko or ya this year intana ya ding and anything I just I am dam na bibi keka so no bodam no sa mo akohine no. The biggest thing John Mahama has done for Asantuma is to pick one of their own to lead them, and this guy is delivering because when Munyansa ya Santina na adwum bie into Asantefo no Munyansa no, they are supporting him. All that they are doing omuntumi nyanya say omo kako ane papa Asantini mama Asantini omuntumi ndina tem. You make say and they were say, but they cannot. The kind of words they would have used. Sanka Sani Poya Ashanti regional minister no, Ofriko or Buruni or Ukraine, these people would have finished this guy. But John Mahama gave you people, some of you, your own medicine. You cannot swallow it now. Now, in Kofu, you found
2024, about a quarter. Sanka, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and a winning ya. And some messages were Ghana to see, you know. And can say, a bay news. Can look a bit different. 80 Kaseboye did you see na Yanfa Emma Bawumia Amamu. I was young from Amuna Crab by the bar, Yan Kaseboye, so that some bedi Marcutini be any. Ghana man penny, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Trech the Moody NTR. IMF on Jumedia Wano and a Kanya Bani Diano. It was one of Sunny Etwaswo, na Isikasem Ejan Naswo. Sanso and Ghana man penny abedeche, Dr. Matopoku Prempe. Adia two contractors are one more coin in answer, one move through one with say. IMF Jumedia is one munya to us for money to Minesika. emfa entiomka bidin ade asuna ba kodwenu mafuduku afeji bere na nsam ne afa mu chichemu fa mesomo Ghana mampani Dr. Mahamudu Baumia enede ni sentrofo akwakosia na saa wonhia mu no akwakoye nhyiamdi a mampani ni sentrofo atahia no brano wei ana eye bredi kankra bro mampani Dr. Mahamudu Baumia bedi ade no na ebra ni sentrofo kasa no de tu da no chechemu se ye hwe okwana hoto o my Ghana yesika sem akwakogina kania ban ni ekono wone International Monetary Fund for ekoya kasibomu eson betimi ama ye kan economy na timi agya na so na ama ye sika sam no so timi agina pabene na bosumi aye wo mu April May ya na wono dwumadie ni nyina eba na wieye na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ane IMF mpanifo akwakosia ana ode atu da tere sei wabatoto de asre wo mu ase awie pe won ka munye afe ba ko ne fansan ka ho wo se saa bre no yesi kasam no enyina ne naso ye ana Ghana cedi no so no 35 Ghana cedis to $1 wase weni nyina na akwakoye IMF dwumadi a omo eba na timi aboa wase sanka IMF dwumadi ni ho no ana komo wo sika bi ade so ya se a ebia ka cedi no kra no anka kwakodu ba bi a 50 cedis to $1 Ghana man penny Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kyeremu a ehu benya sa IMF dwumadi no besa to aso wase o ma ye wo mu ye ni sika ana okwan so e fa so ya gide ya to no so no enya de Ghana fo no etua eto ehu behia se ye hwe oman a ekọ nanim awiase amansa nyina mu a Ghana ekọ nanim wasesa ne yesidi no agina 35 cedis to $1 no wase eye emode bokese papa wase kania ba na etwamu kọ no na yesidi no tesan ba bedu bia ba 14 Ghana cedis nanso no aban yi ba ye na economy a wom de egu akwamunti no cedi na akwa kodu 35 wase sankanya sese pa awo no ba no de egu akwamu a anka bi kra na anka na ba 50 cedis wade ne kasa ne ba na wie no watoto ade ase enwumaku ahodo nyina da won ma mogege to aban dwumakuo sa obia ma no ho made sa eto ne de kakra obede no wanhwe so de ba bebre aban na aban so ade ade dwuma eno ana ade ato da se ehu behia se IMF dwumadi no won besan atwe akonanim afe ba ko ne fa enti 2027 ekọ 2028 no na afe won do dwumadi ni nyina aba na wieye wase abama aban no ho ahenha no ewo no sika wade di dwuma do wade tua adwumaefo ani de wade ya akwa hodo nyina da no abama aban na enya bre ama na timi
right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail. Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail. Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses, you right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail.
Because of jail, you go to jail. So you need to understand. Asma Mekano, don't get me wrong. We all know. Obi apprentice be to me a master with jumem. The mere fact that apprentice na ya santinia or no ya apprentice no who so nyansa chen master no. Be da. Me say Ghana ni etno me menya akora asa wo. Sometimes na mo kwara mo hwa mi aso Kevin small boy hey. You ready? Me say obi to me obi we jumem master to me ji akora. Master nkrani. Master bununi, master kouni, master awuneni, otumi akora besia carpentry, brana besia fitting, brana besia masonry. Akora na oya santini no duro dwuma mu a, no hu se master na awuneni a, ana master na nkrani, ono akora automatically na adwene zo nyansa chen master no. There are so many stupid people we sat in classrooms with. The moment they enter MPP, omo hu se omo nyansa chen kwasiafo. Party na mutino ade papa be ne wom. And you people all know more school groups. Obi to me to say, Kwasi Ampenyi we are now, or to people who run the tono. The moment your group are discussing Ghana politics or so young people, you know, every reasonable thing that you say, Nigerians or young people into the answer in come what is some, and it's there. We all see it all the time. And that is the NPP for you. Into my group on Quran to say 9. Into who test conform now. Jimmy. You can't even correct them. Who test conform now. I say 9. You can't correct them because Jimmy cry okay. Yeah, test conform. Too many MPP need to class. I'm to class are boy for. And so round MPP ma obeso cheso the minions of the bodam. MPP now joining in the and these people, they are deliberate about things. Also, and they almost started share videos be on pages say I Sami Jemfi led a group demonstration. Normal to kuma mama okay. What was an answer share that video? No? You see the MPP? But in 2015, these were the people occupy a Flagstaff house. And you men are no motto. That is MPP 2015. Occupy Flagstaff House. On send a mark of a video 2024. Sami Jemfi lead my Jimmy. You see, the NPP might say more. You see, and right now their strategy is when they start to speak on politics of insult, almost 33 that they could for the time. Oh, and they could for the or they the West president they didn't attempt. I know they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about Tamils. They don't want to talk about JJ Rawlings. They don't want to go back. It's almost started conversation and the politics of insult. Ekufuor the baby president. Hey, before Ekufuor the buy now Tamils so now Mahama and now JJ Rawlings. Monko back na monko check him record. Some people say about boning in our hatch we watch them. For politics of insult started from you fools. Ekufuor the buy politics on about Umia. And then Fred Kufuor in the past, Kufuor say incompetent here insult. He took every courtesy, any protocols, JJ Rawlings, and then Kwasiafo Baomia claim to fame, incompetent. On any yere yantre nino. Kwasiafo. I am going to say, you refine your man tem. International TV so. You see, your problem you say politics of insult, no. Ekufuor time and Ekufuor time start you, start JJ time. You bet me the books in your abechiremo. Your receipt in your ha. Atamo so nana de dan kwaku for the friend Professor Do Little or no for myself bosom na ase no no odidin kwofo atami in opposition kwasiafo. You people think we have forgotten things. Adebia mo de bia your receipt wo bibia mo beka bia be ma mo receipt. Every single thing you people talk about, we will provide receipt for you people. Mo just see Jimmy ana mo de kwoto de ne bodwe kwasiafo. Mudi nkofo tana nkofo retaliate hey where the enkasa sa where the odi me say ye bedi matam mo bayira me say mo asesa musuban a ye bedi matam a mo behi na mayira you fade and disappear ye bedi matam a mo be fade na mayira kwasiafo mo nkwa na munim kasa mo nkwa na munim atanie mo nkwa na mo de ye se mo kwasea ye mo ya na mo se ahonani kwasea onfa ne normal. Mose teni kwasia ofa ne normal. Mose krobofo kwasia fo ofa ne normal. Mose sewifo kwasia, kowfo ene bonofo, omudi omfa ne saa. Na mo de esem kwasia na akamo nana. Mo bodam. Nana B ekobo Sami Jemfi e wo studio. Nana B ebo Sami Jemfi. Ah, na mo magimi ana. Na mo
Sheshe dodo.
Oh, Kwame, Ayana, Ebia, Yabin.
Besides, get me that video. Messiah, get me that video. Nana B. Oko studio, oko bo Sami Jemfi. Nana B. Owie, ena Osaka chile, Sami, Nana B, studio. Time and no more power. Nana B. Unim Nana B, am the Nana B, and Imbechero. Nana B, Menini Cheno. Nana B. Wacha Sibia de foyer dear, ultimate cross 51. Nana B. And I should the foyer. Okutoa Hunibema. Nana B, Ojina bathroom. No, yes, sir. Oh, who may be a short bo. Nana B, quasi penny Ojina bathroom. Na in so bugunuswa, or pejali tiko for oh, win a shwa. What's your penny way? Or call studio, a cobo Sami Jemfi. Time no more power, Nana B.
Waka waka zamina mina sangalewa anawam zamina mina zamina mina waka waka zamina mina sangalewa anawam zamina mina zamina waka waka zamina mina sangalewa anawam
Nana B ebo Sami Jemfi wo studio time no more to me no Nana B kwase Nana B onie owia Ghana sika no da kwhwe oba akwa Jimmy Fowe. Where is the picture? Ebi onim Nana B owia sika no da kwhwe oba kwase we me see ogina ho a ohun ne kwate Jimmy hwe ose ka video utrimu adin papa Nana B kwase ampanyi we me wa picture bi ambasam de kirem. Where is that picture? Nana B Jimmy Fowe. Owie sika no da kwhwe oba owie sika no da kwhwe oba Nana B. I don't know why I can't find this picture. One oba kwase ampanyi oni Nana B sa kwotena TV so those times are Ekufuado ekoto eko rent jet no na asepa eko kan say na Ekufuado jet no Nana B mu ekotena TV so say yenchi asepa na Ghana mbra no kire say kase bi wa oka de speeches li bi o ha e wo say ye chew or insist say yenchi asepa nkotum. This is Nana B kwasia ogina okro hu ne kwati Jimmy we
she dodo. Oh, come eya na ebi aya bin.
Na mamemre yewura Mensa Thompson asepa na okokan asem bia ma ye sojafo kura baba be yi ano na yi ano no minim se nka kwa akoto na wo mo so kura ka se posifo so kura hwehwem na ye so do anu atum se papa no ebe ya nka posifo enko che no na nka ye hwehwe ni nsem asem na te sen
welcome you no correct on say enkomo ya na bribia ye dia radio fukase aya na o chief ni ne kwa de abefo nti ade ba kwa sabe ka ho pa no ye social media ndi e bra kwa me obi abie ni account a we kwa de sa ji se wo no wa frame wa ma Isaac aframe se Isaac mfam na ne mtwetwe nkom nti me no ka se nya kwa ne meka bia no utimi control ne meka na social media ne de ja wo ko bia account a na ya na ni ahopɛ bia no timetro kwame no pɛ ye freedom of speech ye wo se bibia no be kan na emom no freedom of speech no ende ne ho saa na wo mra etuatua ho etinye nsem na na betimi aka na saa tra na wafa especially enema bia ya na fa omamu ni nyina banbon kwame ya na Abrantia Thompson utia sama odi kan de tuja ebeye bubuja no kwasem ne se we kwa na ba na me hu se we de akwa esenka e hwan na fa de no kwa kuja obabi uyi wani na ekọ ke hu ya ba wo hwe bebi ade no kodu ye se omampani emma yani omampani emma no namfofo ani omampani nuanom emma atna eye presidential jet ni akwakoye party wom omoye party no mtwa two plane fa no mudi ko English abotri omko London omko nso mudi ko siye no eno msai party wo London koye shopping to mu wie na se plane si ho a e twen hom omo ye omo shopping expensive shopping wie ye e sa ye omo parties wie ye no na omo ta tena plane yi mu ene no so no e sa e tu fa de ba Ghana na wo hwe nkoma no dipa ho ensenia o si kasana e boda on national security o kan se mi hwe e wi se na me kana be visit bianca once na afa adin na ko sisi gadi na de wa se to be wi wani na nka wo mun se we de akwa e senka e once na fa de na kwa ko jaw baby wi wani na ko ke hun ya ba o hwe be ade no ko du ye se o mampeni emma yani o mampeni emma no namfofo ani omampani nuanom emma atna eye presidential jet ni akwakoye party wom omoye party no mtwa two plane pa no mudi ko English abochiri omko London omko nso mudi ko siye no eno msai party wo London koye shopping to mu wie na se plane si ho a e twen hom omoye omo shopping expensive shopping wie ye e sa ye omo parties wie ye no eno omo ta tena plane yi mu ene no so no e sa e tu fa de ba Ghana na wo hwe nkoma no dipa ho ensenia o si kasana e boda on national security o kan se mi hwe e wi se na me kana be visit bianca once na afa adin na ko sisi gadi na de wa se to be wi wani na nka wo nkomuni bu ha pa kwam we nya ne sa we e boda on national security ena am plena ye ka presidential agent anya sa bi e jeni pa ba ku mi bi
she dodo
What would you town more? What would you town more power? No, that is Nana B. Yankochia Sepa. Ade Sepa say Ekufu Adombana for private jet. Omono mondan for ako UK. Ako Chile. Nana B and nim. Ele say muchia se. Kwasia. What did you one day? Ade bechinu. Menyini channel. Head and anima. The nimo black say muchia se. This is Nana B. O wiesika. Ajantra for ma bi say no form. We. Nana B, emma we no didi omochi. O wie sika no akwese sama we. Foolish girl we no akoto diamond no. Kwasi ampanyi we o. Kumasi ni boy. Okwo kumasi a government in dine eguo no. No akoto nto kwasi ampanyi foolish boy o. I'm older than this boy, dirty boy. Oh, when they were in power, or see obi akokase Kufuor the mouth for private a president jet into yankwa chini fan in shemu. Kwasi ato, these people they forget easily. These are riffraff, dirty people. And ma say, pentima minto wemo, eno odisika no koma omo. Na kwasia wenye sika to edam oba. Na kwasia to MPP for majiminti. Hwa ba bi ogina ho. Uyi ni weapons asesha no ho a Terminator 3 ohuru so ochina ye no mask no face no makeup day. Ochina midi so baba ohuru benim wo a wo ye oba o internet so a wo bo odin no. Bra na ba ohuru wenim kwasiafo. Wei pentima minto wei. Ahomachi na otutu de hye no ogina wa I say bonframa uni bonframa ade na de hye prayer na de communica na say no anopa bo no aso bonframa we kwasiato these are the kind of girls obank na obehu ye na ordinary ko school na otodan am onene maame kwasiato we jimini we and these are the people yemfa to mean samamo nanim kala say funum. But time no more power there. So because I check for that, the freedom of speech, they knew say there was something that you can apply the law to make sure Obin Kabibi. And that there, kwasi ampenye ojina bathroom a ohun ni bema no. Nana bi ojina shower se ohun ni bema. E kire oba Jimmy phone na akwa we beda. Na akwa we anajo no ohun mi gu so a. Such a dirty person. And these are people, they have no principle. How many principle bia? Very filthy, dirty people. In Krasifo crew, Omufre Kura in Sonim, and Wabankran, Omu Babi Omopeno. Yet to do to about with spare passer, or General Kodu. What's your summon Motigana no Moody? Una being out here and opa, Nanko renti facial aspect, Obia or a cosmetics, Nanko do it. Nanka 10 minutes bia, Yabepa with him, Yadipenta phone, a botorua. Cause you have found your matana omoya. They don't respect. Sa terminator we akofa yi later na kwasi ampanyi bi edi no e de cantonment abuofunu kwasi ne afri Kumasi abankran we hu terminator de akire wo so tu we fu be edi uhu be ma wo fie kwasi aba krom oba bo bra no o do kwasi anenam o de nenam nkran na wasoso na wo soso uhu be na ye wo oba se na obetumi oba da wo nana bi awugina hoi obema oba be na betumi epira no wo nana bi be me da onantem oba be na betumi sunie hye wo yam sunie hye wo yam aboa aboofunu sunie hye wo yam jantre fo na di omuchi odi so betumi satisfy we mu no time wo si so we mu dansan we mu na wo di akire kurasini abankran we hu oba akoto dama onene maame na ejimifo ye hu musu nipa da and the girl we wakonum eye Ozempic eno nenam nkran okwara ne to so abuofunu am say o Kevin Taylor harass meme harass me say na sa girl ne current picture me kire wa obebu ahwe wakonum Ozempic ne to dade e hye de to no de nam nkran ne to so na na bi ejimi otena Kumasi ama wofudua ni dua di nkan pia so no bankran otena Kumasi ama ni dua pie ye obedu nkan ohu oba bi odwen say nipa aboa na nkwasiafo de nam Ghana ne hu fifire wo obema oba be na betume pra no nkran wo obema da onantem oba be na betume pra no a ugu maso onum ken krasifo ma mu bedu nkran a mu dwen say betume pra nkran ni ba botoda na so wo ko pra no krasini and the girlie one was Ozempic and ne bat crack no a poor bit to your honor and among cans why slim a bofunu afedi ye be say na obehwe no oni me be kire mo moji say me akwara ho me mo de munni mintra sa ba yo we and the one was Ozempic was said and one no oni kwasia ukrase ni be ma ufira santimemu wo be ba na wo be bra ho ase won kan no why we fusa dansen mabe hu nkran wo be ma be oba be betumi pra no nkran wo be ma no oba be na wo na bi wo be ma betumi pra no nkran wo be ma se kodu abuofunu hwe ga na onie no lines o say o Kevin Taylor is harassing people what bodam mo yesa na ya mo ntete mo fo bia ntete no lines abuofunu nanabi ufre kwase upon na oba nkran a obebra ho ase no odu jimi obetume pra oba bi onkran wei obetume pra no sa oba we obetume pra no na akoto dan ma ne maame ne akoto dan ma omo very dirty people nkurase fo baba krom ye njamo me be kire mo current picture na bi jimi fo we na Ghana ya tena Ghana na sa boys we dirty boys me so obo sami jamfi ewo asempa and na bi jina ka kire said ye o ya MPP young man kono kokunto koma MPP na unim sika o de to dama girl we o to dama girl na okwasia why wo sia chiko tete TikTok say ye kwama MPP girl we o ya MPP adwuma when na wunu MPP campaign ase when na hu girl we MPP campaign ase my say moa mo say moa omo nkurasefo mo bedu nkan na mo de determinators echi mo say moa ye tumufo amonte mo ja mo ma na gu Kumasi na mo be hu Abidjanfo ma won kran enti enya mo ena ugina wona wo hwe wofu a wontumi hu be ma no ena ugina shawase a hu be ma oba be na betumi pra no oba be na kobo ndogi wofu sunie na shem wofu sekura aboa and we entertain these foolish people. We entertain these people every single day. Near Jai Boys way, no money nam Ghana, no mu Jimmy, na MPP in Korane Jimmy, almost so much Jimmy, no bodam. How can we entertain such things? Maybe some more young people na ye chichemono. Mo amode TikTok say ye juma na ba obi my appointment say na bi oto dama we no. Mo girl we campaign stage da. Mo say girl we original stage ye campaign. MPP atare wo so shebi da. Mo ye moa. Team, get me another picture. Ya beka ya mama yan kan asem. Madam mu impenifo akromfo ya kakofo asana mubuofu. Who the hell is Kufuor? Kufuor used to be a former president. We have every right to criticize J.A. Kufuor. Oye Yesu. Kwame Nkrumah kura criticize Akufo ade papa be no de ba fie enye bini dan no obesi ye he pekne nsamuhunu no obedi Ghana. At least the document says say or the Ghana sika Edman the girlfriend be advisor to the finance minister. You people should contest that because you can't contest the fact you are using tribal lines. Mo defend mo Akufo no time na o deleting your man no say na odwen so oya me call time na o deleting your man no odwen so ma me kire mo girl no picture na bi kwasi ampanyin mo ye nyam ho time I mean dirty bi ameye mo no erade jagobo ma me kire another picture nkwasiafo me kire mo next time uni pa mbebu no ejantrafo ma omunya dwuma bia MPP for nkurase for bankran ebe hu nkran 8 years almost say musika nyina na kwasi about it me na me kasa ma MPP or TikTok ye de wo ya aboa girl we mamusa o ta girl we onie na danfo na onie wo onie na na bi sika the green arrow no hwe no so no wano Ozempic and the white say banchidua na wo oba ne wonam na wafu aye say uhu kote ono akono Ozempic aye slimmer or per pack aboa oba ono na ye green appointed so no oba ono na ono wonam na ono anu Ozempic na ono aye fia na wafu se dan di na chi no ju so pew or per pack nti na ono Ozempic no because ope bema ne husisi ne ho so a ogina shower no odie de say ohun ni bema ohun bema kwase to mufi kumase bedun kan a na mugu maso se mpena enwan mo beto dan mamba o beto dan mamba won kran ejimifo power be di munsan kwase ade amde ye no mo ntuma ko bi adwuma ekobi adwuma kumase mo nyina trom na mo betran kan na mato estate trom na betran kan na mato dan mamba oba na ende wa afia no ono Ozempic ope bema wo 6 pack to se me 6 pack aboa wo be ma hiva na bedu ye nsase kura be ba bedu he jimifo na wo nenam sika kakra wonya wo be ko fia koya de pa no we jimi wo ho hende wenim na ahyeshi na enche na wo kan wo bonsa we yi ase na wankasa wo bonsa wenim na ahyeshi no cancer no na bi wenim na ayese no ma me kire wo live cancer odwinsa agro na amanfo di wenim na ende ahyeshi no cancer na ayew de na mode sre atamels say atamels nsema etuntum atamels aye say atamels say sa cancer na sebio na atamels fight no ebi na eye wo no wo be hye se me na ase cancer na ya atamels na mode tikuma ase di na tem no na mode sre ne se obewu no na mode sre ebi na eye wo no wo de yetia ma ho wan yi ape wo wo de besi cancer na edware wo no wo so wo discaliber vitiligo na eye wo no and wo ye Uncle Ruckus ewo boondocks mu vitiligo na eye wo no later obeka just Michael Jackson kwasia mo nkora ntina me kire mo saade we mu di MPP echi said mo bodam you have no idea what they are using you for and ya chibugum some moa kwasia fo we ene na nam Ghana say ya mo nkoma ye mo de tumi mo pe no ma sa aswa tumi na beton dan ma won kran be o fo wo beto abodogi dana bi wo beto abodogi o ses pa ka abodogi o se dogi abodi keke abuofunu o ses pack out ko bodogi way wona na bi o ses pack out ko bodogi way today I saw a video of him no she the food di hana o ses pack de bodogi oba de no Ozempic o say me da ho ten ho kwasia why when you say Uncle Ruckus the boondocks why when you say Uncle Ruckus and the one of vitiligo me see with the mama 1 year penka omo de obeye obedane se ga na to ho tum we Jimmy mo kasa by heart to me free munsa ye njamu mo de mo behu team are we still on course my first story bin kire eye amanfo and chairman want to me eko eye court mo ade bia me be ye mo kurum ha no chairman want to me call court na mama sanfa bi nkyerem he ata Kennedy mo omon kan kro hwe 1996 mama nkyerem video bi mekofo stories no ho meye ne kakra nkra kyerem menya time one day me say Ghana 50 de aka no 1996 mo hwesi bia ata Kennedy introduce okofo we akromfo party we
about half 10 in tonight's minute. Now the dream of a nation with good paved roads have turned into the nightmare of a nation with potholes.
Remember, this was fundraising for a raising fund so be the president. Wemu ata Kennedy mo. Omo no ma say kuro no. Omo na in America. Omo enjoy omo retirement money. Na omo ba ba kika kwasa ma chero ma soroko. Ata Kennedy na ona ko beso ba chire Ghana ko antena Ghana. Ata Kennedy time odi Kufuor buy no anka if there was anything good in Ghana Kufuor ye anka antena Ghana nye one practice the medicine no. Ata Kennedy na onenam ho no. Oba okasa koma nim full stop nim bibia nim okasa che okasa onjina no. Ata Kennedy no mumusa ne say ne Kufuor na omde ne bae no se nka Kufuor be ye Ghana yi anko obetena bro chi be di pa wabaye adwuma se ponko ende oni anije bia na oti bonkum mumusa ne say Kufuor ye Ghana yi anka sanka osede osua no kokoye no Ghana na ode boa Ghana sanka Kufuor we ninam Ghana tete abroche keka nkwase asem first no omo choro nyoma. Oh, what Ata Kennedy? What Ata Kennedy? What Ata Kennedy? Omunya be go abrochire. Ade no man Kufuor antena Ghana anchechire man no. Oh, we don't do politics. And so time we do. Na pese yi kwase abedi Ghana enim na ma ba ye enim nyansa. You know, we have to look at this. We have to study this. This is a person who can do this. Omu be yin kwase afo ma no masa kwatena abrochire no mu ye adwuma. No mu de hwe mo ire no mu mma. Ye jiminti. We are not going to allow any dead goat to decide for us in Ghana who becomes president. Yes. Because that is what they've been doing for years. What they do, and they say, anytime you are no be kwashampenya ma no masa betina brochire. Na yanin ye jiminti oh where do you brochire hey where do you doctor oh inti mumya den mumya fa eye adwuma ne ma no. That is what they do. Inti ye adwuma ne ma na ma kotina brochire. Na fe omo twiye di Ata Kennedy mo omo nom de Kufuor baaye omo nom de Kufuor do baaye and so man tena regime nim. They do that, they give us mad people and they come and stay in America. Because I have said no, oye juma 2 weeks be na car. I have said no, o tuane dan car. I have said the mortgage bibia is so. Aha, the car bibia obi ambuno. Obi no what the Jimmy voice so or say you people take care of the idiots. Oh man, no better article bako. As some CMPP ma, also you know this one is not doing well. This is not the MPP we used to know. No abeg kan kwasa sama no ko. No masa the boss. The same thing on the Baumia. They are going to bring you Baumia. You and I we know Baumia is not intelligent enough to lead a nation. But Ata Kennedy mo, they will go back and come and tell us, say, Omo no matena brochire, Omo no nyansa, inti enti de omo kan, obia nim nyansa nche obia. Ya mamo sa mo kwase ade na, mo sorry oh, I am Ata Kennedy. Oh, I live in America. I am a doctor. Enti de so when you bring so be adwuma ko Ghana ko boa Ghana. My body video na kire mo. Team boost the sound for me. So when you break so person boa Ghana, munja broche na motete no. Na mo nyina mo ko Ghana nkwasiafo mo ye campaign me Kufuor do na Kufuor do eba power mo wie na Trump wo betete na America emu agimifo na ajantrafo ade na mo ne Kufuor do antena Ghana ne atie di nkomo mo se yete abroche na keka nkwasiasem ende mo tetam ho odem na we dem srem o mo fa mo studio nkire because tada de nyina mo se yete hinfa studio ye ni studio ye ne nkagin se mo be pan mo camera na kire se mo be bie multi-million-dollar studio kwasiafo we dem srem o media mini studio ai me pacho mo amuye media di bi no mo fa mo studio ni nkire ye kwasiafo ejimifo mo de mo kru bedroom na mo ye shows mo de mo yire no girlfriends me say ye de ni studio ye ni hanet ye ni kapre ye hia ye mo na mo studio nti asra mo agro de tokwa ne mo fa mo studio ni nkire ye kwasiafo se mo se mu ya omo ana mo te Ghana e ka se omo ba America be bie studio akese omo ba wa dan ntafre ye ne control how we control and we know how the system works na me say me studio me sra mo me ho kire me metimi basement ena me yire na hwe me mo amaba na mo bie multi-million-dollar studio sra mo fa mo studio ni kire ye hwe mo ye pese ye hwe ya be say hwe mo studio no ye sra mo Kevin Taylor de me studio me yire basement o ai me ni kapre ye say me yire anko amenko intimidate me sra mo amosim wo studio no dada ne nyina mo fa mo studio no nkire mo sori na mo fa camera no nkire so ye studio nie aha na system no wo aha na we wo na ye hu say ye mo de kwasiafo mo titi nwuram na me jinsa mo studio be kire ye Kevin Taylor de obi anim sam de me studio obi anim ewiase nyina akorakora nim na mo de na mo fa nkire ye kwasiafo ma mo fa mo studio no nkire ye mo betu mpanifo okurum ha ende mo camera hyehyɛ mo kwan ase ewifo ajantrafo mo me ko ti Ata Kennedy Kufuor a fundraiser in 1996. This is Ata Kennedy. Azanfo.
Have turned into nightmares Now the dream of a nation with good paved roads have turned into the nightmare of a nation with potholes. The dream of a nation with hospitals have turned into the nightmare of a nation with houses of death. The dream of a nation with excellent schools have turned into the nightmare of a nation with buildings that warehouses our children and sends them out, not ready to face the world. This is terrible. And since the beginning of this struggle about a decade and a half ago, a lot of people have gone to the front lines. A few of them have perished and a few of them have paid a lot of price. So always remember the struggle that has gotten us where we are today has been costly. It has cost people their education, it has cost people their lives, it has cost people their happiness, it has separated families, it has sent people into unhappy exiles. So we are here to carry forward a very solemn tradition. Please take note of that. So we have finally arrived at a point in the struggle where maybe when we see the tunnel, we can see a little light. So the campaign this year is about change. Change from corruption to honesty. Change from tribalism to unity. Change from a nation filled with potholes to a nation of good roads. Change from a nation with good hospitals so that our relatives will not die at home because they cannot afford medicine. Change from a nation with schools that can compare with those all over the world like it used to be in the good old days. And I do not know whether it is events that call forth a man or it is a man for the times who calls forth events. Our principal speaker tonight has been preparing for this moment virtually all his life. I mean, for example, he was the city manager of Kumasi at the very tender age of 27. Can't say much about that. I just met our guest speaker this morning at the airport after talking to him for a while. And he was out of the plane all alone and he wanted to carry his luggage. Talk about humility. This is a man who would make Ghana proud. He was educated at Prempeh College, Oxford University, and Lincoln's Inn. Mr. Kufuor is a father, a husband, an average sportsman, and a man of the people. He's a man who, by virtue of his education, could have worked in exclusive classes and ivory towers, but relates very much to a lot of ordinary people. He has actually dedicated most of his life to public service rather than private gain. He has been a legislator on 2 occasions, has been in at least 2 administrations, and apart from that, has held a lot of other positions. So without further ado, I invite you to rev it up, rev it up, rev it up, and join me in welcoming to the podium a lawyer, a public servant, a patriotic Ghanaian, and the next president of the lawyer.
So, omri we nyina kwotete wo si bia profile bi ode to homo kwasi asam nko a country from potholes to good roads ko for ba wanya kwan ba akompo bush na ba kwan ba akomaye a country from no hospital to hospitals oba we see one hospital a bidi die no be see a country without tribalism. Not they were doing tribalism. Oh, Yehukufo airport, he wanted to carry his own luggage. The same for the playbook. He went to Prempeh College, Jekurase Prempeh. Oh, J.A. Kufuor, he went to Oxford and Lincoln. That is what they've done from the 90s. They prepare dumb heads. They prepare their chipmunks and they will give it to us. This is what they've been doing for years. Yes, I do. How they sold him in 1996. Upon Nyomo Kani Nyina Kufo to me see one hospital in Ghana. He could not. In some Kani Nyina Kufo to me esi Ekwami and Sawa Ghana. He could not. Kufo to me see one university. He could not. Kufo free power, not tribalism, was holding our neck. Kufo at the end of the day, see the damage it did. State agencies, state properties, Ghana Airways, Ghana Telecom, Kufo drill ship. He sold everything. That is what Atta Kennedy them they do. Obesaba no abdeba omiamamo no aje cash no akwakwotena baby na afi mo na mo ho kire mo. That's what they do. That is what they do. That's how they sold Kufo to us in 1996. Mo amoya people for kra mo hu video we da. Mo me say ade bia me de beye mo no. Mo party no Ghana for be pam mo say mo agu wurem. I'm telling you people. Me say Adebia mede ba be no Ghana for whom begum so mokoye campaign boom semwa. Adebia mede be no Ghanaians will see you people as enemies of the state. And I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to incite anybody to attack any MPP member. But the more records in Ghana for I will explain you people. I will explain you to Ghanaians. Ghana for will see through you criminals. That is what they do. And that is the things they've been doing. He's a humble person. He carries his own luggage. He went to Prempeh. He went to Oxford. A man for the people. Kufo, he's going to change potholes into Enkwasiasam. Omobaya jantra for them go amuso. Omobaya sikeria. Ghana at 50. These are criminals. Intend to come as some say, hey, man, Kufo asam Kufo. And say we some say na Kufo ya Kufo osi Kofiana Peace Center moi. Obu some say Kufo dey no ya na say Kufo ono si Kofiana Peace Center nkwasiafo ma. Kofiana Peace Center na Kufo legacy. Na say me say Jimmy Fori bi nenam Rhetoric Park. Rhetoric Park say na mo hwe de aye Zuba ene Ashanti regional me say mo de mo ye nwan. Martin Kufo don't want to say toilet 8 years. Kwasiafo afero mo say Rhetoric Park I say. Martin Kufo for 8 years. Afero mo say Rhetoric Park. Me see MPP for omo treat mu say moa for a long time. Kakre bi no mo nyansa no omo nyina be free mu na mo agimi wo mu no MPP for be treat mu say moa because you are not reasoning. Afero mo say Rhetoric Park I say inti MC Ejuma KM boss ejuma regional minister san kwasi ade we tira man for some ye nkurasefo no for 8 years na Rhetoric Park ni ejuma meboa mo hu fin mo ko school a mo nsua bibia pamphlet na mo kenkan enti mo hye nim nyansa enti nkanfo no ho mo hu some ye nkurasefo. And I keep telling you people this: tackle the issues critically and stop being foolish when it comes to MPP. Be honest with yourselves and question the NPP. How can you tell me MPP about power for 8 years? After 8 years, 1 year, you are saying, say, Rhetoric Park and I say. Now, Rhetoric Park last year, and I say, Mama Jimmy, it is school now, Mokoro. The woman sama kotina school, they have not Kwasebia Chirama, the Namabafi. Apply the real census. Munimunyansa. What Jimmy too much. Mumubi, what Jimmy too much. Sometimes my feels the school Nyamamo. Because Mumubi, no mutumi acted to say the Munimunyansa. What's not a coup for 9 years because he handed over the 9th year. Inti Enrichi na Rhetoric Park ni say Enrichi na Rhetoric Park ni say ya emwa te samo master na Rhetoric Park no inti Kazuba anya den onko physical meye na say otumfo de sikejeti a otumfo betuma Rhetoric Park anameboa wedwa boy media asana mebusa o say otumfo de si eye konfonochi otumfo de si eye den otumfo ne si eye kejetia ene se Rhetoric Park de bo nya din yemfa manana na nanansi yetena kuromu yenka no kre ye de azan atro bibia ne de otumfo akotare ho na nse me so mu jimi Kevin de otumfo atem ada otumfo se me de otumfo atem otumfo ni lawyer an Kevin tell de otumfo atem me see mumbusa mo party ne de waya ma santeman ejimifo otumfo ti baby na me do chanchan hene maba me do usie wonana no bi agimi inti edu sometime anana na metie omo inti wo de woman permission inti ana problem bi eni wo De bia na otumfo ena Kevin akasi acho otumfo muti kuro ni makuro ne sei. Ya MPP fo, ya de ya asantefo. Na ya asantini na wajimi. Ha? O ya asantini na wajimi. Ena ya ti kuro nim ena MPP ba no motwi ye di te se nwan. Na emu bi ye ti kuro nim no motwi ye di se nwan. Omudun kan okogo jantrafo so. Mo de 47 MPs the ban crying. Obi antuma mfa school ba akwa amba, obi antuma mfa hospital ba akwa amba. Na ye nipa. Yapon oja. Isa obufu abuafu wan. Ubuafu sisi ana wamuna no. Sisi a ubuafu ho a wamuna sisi ayi no. Me pese mbusa question ba ko be o. Ade na sisi a ubuafu yi, o ti ubuafu no die ntina ubuafu. Sisi a muna wamuna no, ade ntina wamuna. Se die na maka anim. E die pa na maka obetumi ni makoko to. Sisi a die pa na maka ubuafu ho dendenden a wamuna ana de meka na ma menka biem. Ya mo hem siri o. Mutumi ma mesere sa ma bom nsem. Aka Yesu de. Mapon ne pe video bi de jamo. Se na be ya mo MPP for bi na mo jimi no. Because yi Kevin kan yo. Me pe ba ku bi de jamo. Ya pon da. Videos ni kwa kotete. Me pe ba ku bi de jamo. Ai. Hey, Chema Wuntumi. We have done 3 hours, 30 minutes. Let me do Chema Wuntumi quickly. Now, Chema Wuntumi story in here. Thank you, team. Let me just clear Chema Wuntumi. And the Chema Wuntumi case, Chairman Wuntumi's fate nears as court orders him to bring next witness or consider his case closed. And there's a star witness, star boy, Chairman Wuntumi Kosha Dakem. And Yebusan say, na Galana Okoye, witnesses, prosecution witness for you, say, what now, Momo, Hokwain. Ana una olidi ye ena una wo se omonye gala no na wo yi ano sen e de rekwa shada kem yesi be ma body ni ana nsuo ozi your honor asabri nyina ne se di polo kwaje asase no na meka che de se mene no e be che ye nnua e de akube na kube ni nyini ane ate ache che ba wutu wajimitu ozi ono angwa gala mse na nipa na oye eyino akwa we na o se achiri twa de chi o se obi bega so Kevin Taylor meboa asma be kan nya no kre Chairman Wuntumi ko sha adaka mu na ebusa ne se oh yes why gala enkofo de o me adwuma nyina agi atum yes o machines e na wobu nnua na wobu nsuo e na wotu nsuo na wotu amena esi ano de na wo ka wo ho na star witness kudus star boy and the star boy ko rada kem and the star boy esi ano nkofo ne se be pest Chairman Wuntumi story achiro adwuma die na okodi ye no enkofo na ono ye o gala nyina se gala na wo ye no what they say na die na wo ka ho kafa ho me be kire Chairman Wuntumi se Chairman Wuntumi jimi tu Chairman Wuntumi ma nche de o kan ye o se chew budi Chairman Wuntumi o se oh ma me kire oh team I'm trying to get Chairman Wuntumi story oh what's going on Chairman Wuntumi se tie de o kan court Henry Okum PW2 didn't come to us for mining. Or see, prosecution witness number 2, no, one ba me ho for mining. Now the oyene say, Henry Okum told me he wanted to reclaim the land and plant coconut so that when it nurtures or matures, then we will share. Or see, papa ne friend no, Henry Okum na attorney general denaba manabeka say oneme ye gala, ema me ye gala no. Henry Okum ba me ho, oba me ho no, and see opeso ye kubefuo opeso ye kubefuo into Okum no de okache me say obesanka asase no o ma galam se so no ke yenye ni ye na ye ndua kube na kube ni nyini ane ache abi no wechi yo edie ya erade ya go mo yankwasi afo pa I say, Henry Okum didn't come to us for mining. He told me he wanted to reclaim the land and plant coconuts so that when it matures, we will share. Inti, I say, wangoya gala, rokodia kube, na kube ni nyini ya, na nkomache, akwa we kwasi ya penyi. They say they're good to be a coconut shareholder, a bofru. Would is now a coconut shareholder. Obi agogo Chelsea do abofunu. What to Chelsea say yeah, coconut shareholder. You are a shareholder in Coconut Farm. I thought you had 3 billion to buy Chelsea. Kwasi asam almost anim nyansa o. Chairman want to me suddenly. He has become a coconut shareholder. As so much Chairman want to me kojina daka munde kachire Ghana for no. Also, Your Honor. Yes, Kasa, Bemansu, don't cry. Mustafa Hamid. Please don't cry. Boss. Your Honor. And the lawyer no. Lawyer Gutajino so afraid judge no.
My lord, it's me. Sorry, my lord, it's I. It's I. It's I, Lawyer Kutajini. Please, my lord, can you give me a time I explaining things to you? The case is old case. It's 1978, 28th century, the case. But it's not now the case. Thank you, my lord. Yes, please, my lord. My lord, it's me. Sorry, my lord, it's I. It's I. It's I, Lawyer Kutajini. Please, my lord, can you give me a time I explaining things to you? The case is old case. It's 1978, 28th century, the case. But it's not now the case.
It's not now the case. Well, from Chelsea owner to coconut shareholder, abofunu. You thought to go to those who don't cry, please don't cry. The lawyer no. Also, my lord, Henry Okum came, and what is happening is that it is Okum is tell me. So you know, my lord. Yes, don't cry, don't cry. That's what lie. Okum is a friend and it's come us to do. Galamse, my lawyer, my I'm also wait. Then the typist okay, bro, for now. Nipa now type it here. And it's Okum is come. So the Galamse is a land and Okum is say is get cocoa. I say wait, let him type. Go on. So it's Okum is bring coconut. It's Okum bring coconut where it's me chairman want to me. You know I am chairman. Everybody know me. MPP. Everybody knows that we are MPP. The elephant. Wait. Go on. So it's me MPP chairman and Okum is say coconut is sweet and coconut is bring investment and coconut is going to help the government MPP Ekufuado to us to know that Bawumia is a president. Wait. And it's Okum is bring coconut from Burkina. So it's the coconut that it say it's grow so that we can land and appreciation the land and reclamation. Reclamation. So wait. Is it reclamation or reclamation? Go ahead. And it's Okum is bring. So I give land and Okum is clean the land. It's also Okum is clean the land and we start grow coconut. Wait. So Okum is telling me that coconut is favorite fruit and it is make more money. So it's make more money. So we put money into reclamation and coconut farm. My honor, don't cry. The judge, the lawyer, said, don't cry. Don't cry. What's my honor? People is not like me. People is not like me. You know, Ghana, people is not like me. I said, oh, go on. Judge, just watching the space. I said, go on. My judge, people is not like me. Don't cry. Continue. And my judge, and so it's grow the coconut, and the coconut is water, is rain, and it is wipe them away. Wait. It's what? It's wipe them away. Don't cry. And again, dinner. All right. Thank you very much. Good evening and happy birthday to Walker Bills. Have a wonderful birthday. It's coming from myself and a team. Walker Bills, happy birthday to you. You have been a member of this platform. I really appreciate you being here. Enjoy your birthday. God be with you and God be with every single person. Your Honor, it is me. It is go home and we have seen tomorrow. Don't cry. Have a wonderful night. God bless you. Cheers and good night. Abuache, gigim.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer mine. Abuache. You will for Belgium fan. It was a Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Supuno, why round what? It was for Belgium fan. It was a Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. It was a Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Where you mind,